everyone, and welcome to SciFi Vision Presents School Spirit Split River Keys for March 5th. And tonight, of course, we have the season finale, which I'm excited to talk about, but pissed it's over and hope we get a season 4. But thanks, everybody.
Exactly.
But thanks, everybody, for coming. I see B is here. Dieter was here a little bit ago. Well, I guess it's afternoon. His time is different. But thank you, everybody who's listening and who came. We appreciate it. Please like the video, hype it if you can, and subscribe to SciFi Vision. And also make sure you join our Discord. The link is pinned in the chat. If you're not a member already, we have watch parties. Planning to start a From watch party. I know I keep saying that and I haven't started it yet, but I intend to. And has all our schedule and everything. Hey, Kimberly. And please make sure you check out scifivision.com for all our interviews. And the video tab, of course, has our interviews as well. And the other thing is, if you missed our special episode on Monday, we had special guest Alex Sahara, who plays Principal Hartman. Really great interview. He was, I think, really great. He was funny. I loved it. But if you missed that, you can still watch it, of course, through the live tab. And hopefully we have more interviews coming. Maybe not from School Spirits, but we'll have for other shows coming soon. So, all right. Well, what did you guys think about this crazy finale?
There was definitely quite a few elements I wasn't expecting. I thought it was absolutely nuts, and I was all about it, but the ending, I was just like, oh, like, we better get a season 4, because, I mean, it didn't leave so much on the main characters like the previous seasons had before, where we kind of needed another season to find out what happened with, with Mads or with Simon. In this episode, you kind of, I know we'll get there, but it doesn't have the same stakes involved, I guess, is probably the better way to say it, which we got a lot of answers, but there's not this high stakes involved for a season 4, which kind of is a bummer, because if we don't get one, I'm going to be mad.
That's true. I don't know. I think Van Hype being Sandra is pretty high stakes.
It's not, it is, but I know, because obviously they're going to fight for it, and I think the dad will come back, and hopefully he'll kick his ass, and that'll be great, but it's not Mads and Simon who have been, like, the real protagonists of the entire show, and Sandra's kind of been a backup character for the most couple seasons, because she was, an alcoholic in the first 2, and she really tried coming back, and she had definitely redemption here, which was great, like, just as she gets her redemption, like, she's body snatched by Van Hyte, so I absolutely love that. But in the same breath, it was not the same stakes. Like, we didn't know where Simon was. We didn't know where Mads was. It's like, you kind of already know what's going on with Sandra. It's more like, are they going to save her, or is she going to get away with it? And they could kind of end the whole series off of that with this ambiguous ending. But the other seasons were just so much like, you needed to know. At least that's how it was for me. Like, I needed to know. This one, I'm like, I want to know. I really, really do. But if she doesn't, I mean, it could end this way and I wouldn't be, like, totally mad, but I really want a season 4. I don't know. It's just not the same. I don't know. I'll be quiet.
No, I see what you're saying. Do you agree with that, Scarlet, or you think it's...
I know, because I think there's a whole lot of things going on. I think that there's a whole subplot with Janet and Dawn and Wally and what they're doing. What that whole forest area is. I don't know what that whole folklore zone is all about. And I kind of feel bad that they went from, like, a purgatory to another purgatory, because I was like, does this ever end for them? Or they just going from paranoid to... and then you got that group, and then you got Mr. Martin. No one knows where he is. That's a mystery. You got Sandra, because they were like, he better not mess with us. Like Claire's saying that at the end, and he's going to mess with you because now he's in Sandra's body.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Yuri walked through the border. Now, do we know? I want to know exactly how far the ghosts can go in the city. Can they walk through the whole town now?
Yeah, and it makes you wonder how the border got there, right? Because if maybe Van Hyte was able to go through these things and he didn't have a border like they did or something, who knows?
Yeah, so I don't know if I necessarily say it's high stakes, but I feel like there's so many unanswered questions for me, and characters that I want to see where they're going, and I also want to know how many purgatories there are.
Yeah, it reminded me Oh, go ahead, Jamie.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say, I want to know though what took down the border because I'm not even sure. Was it the fire? Like, what exactly was it? Although, yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot going on, a lot, and I
Right.
really, really like the finale. But I also kind of agree with what Jen said. Like, this isn't as high stakes as earlier in the season with Simon
Shh,
being
shut your
missing.
mouths. There's going to be a fourth season.
There better
That's
be a fourth season.
better be a fourth season. Yeah, there still better be a fourth season. But like the fact that her mother was taken over, maybe it's because it's her mother and it's not like, one of the main characters. I more care about the fact that the other ghosts are still stuck in that world. That's, I guess, the part to me that's sort of the biggest cliffhanger. I don't know that I agree with you. Like, it's sad. I don't know that I love there's a second purgatory. Like, I like how they did it, but at the same time, I'm kind of
Mhm.
like the same thing you said. They were already in purgatory and now they're in
Yeah, they
another
did. They
purgatory.
didn't get to cross over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, let's
I
just
thought they got
continue
to move
forever.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
that part is kind of a little sad, but yeah, it was really good. I agree it wasn't quite as high stakes, but I still better get a fourth season. So
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
all I gotta say.
And
Um,
yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
I mean,
What
I, I'm sorry. I guess the crossing over part was on the other side of the river, but you don't cross through the river to get there. If you're just having, that's where you go at the end. That's where you get to, but you can't go to the river.
I
Maybe
don't
because she
know.
did mention about something about don't go that way. I kind of wondered when she said that. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe they have to drink the water like it's living water, or maybe they have to like follow the water as a path. But I think what would be interesting is they keep thinking like we've all thought like the show has given us this whole presumption that in order to cross over, they'd have to confront whatever was in their scars when they died. And then they'd go through this door and they would make it into heaven, right? I think Janet or Dawn mentioned that she thought that, I think it was Dawn, that she thought she'd see the pearly gates. And
Yeah.
I think it will be really interesting if the way to cross over is why we didn't see what happened to Mr. Martin. What if Mr. Martin, it's not about his scar, it's about getting redemption for something
Mhm.
wrong he did in his actual life. So like this time around he chose to stay with what was the kid's name?
Ralph.
Richard.
Ralph.
Well, Ralph.
Ralph.
He chose
Yeah.
to stay with Ralph, right? And that's obviously the white-eyed guy died, right? And so
Yeah.
Ralph is going to stay with him while he died, as he died. And he was never alone, like in his semi-life, but still could be in the ghost world. Like Simon was, the white-eyed guy stayed with Ralph the whole time and protected him. So now Mr. Martin is choosing to stay with him. So what if that like opens up some gate and he actually crosses over because he was able to make up for some sin that he had committed in his life or whatever regret, whatever that was the biggest guilt that he held over himself. That's what he was able to let go, not necessarily the scar moment, but something that he had done in his life that he held on to, that he was able to finally let go because he was able to correct it, rectify it in some way.
I could be down with that. The problem I have with that is that we didn't actually see whether he's gone or not. They said we'll go look. That was all we got about it. Like we
No,
didn't.
no,
They
that's what
didn't.
I mean. I think that would be cool for season 4. Like
Oh
that would
yeah,
give you
at
like
least
if we
that.
finally find that in
Yeah.
season 4, I think that's maybe a reason why we don't see it. Like what if they come back and they
Well,
realize there's like I don't know, some sign or something that shows them that that was a real crossover and not what they had thought before.
Yeah.
Like you said, like they I don't like the idea that there's multiple purgatories, but it makes sense if there's since there's so many of them. Maybe
I
like they all had their own scars, but their own scars lead to the purgatories that they have to navigate through. I don't know. I'm just throwing
true.
it out there.
I
well,
think
there's a
I sorry.
there's
Go
a
ahead.
there's another thing that I also a subplot that I want to know in season 4 is that apparently Dev's soul is somewhere, right? Didn't she get like matified? So like he's taking over her body, but her soul's somewhere, and then Sandra's soul is somewhere.
Oh yeah, they're floating
Are they gonna
somewhere.
be stuck in the same
They're not
somewhere? Like did
floating, but
Van Hype put both their souls somewhere and lock them up? And there's gonna be a
oh,
scene of Jennifer Tilly and Sandra's mom trying to get out of something and getting
I
back in their
figured they're
bodies.
I figured they're going to be walking around like she was trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But at
Yeah.
least her mother might have an idea what's going on since she told her what happened to her. I mean, since Maddie.
Right.
I guess my main concern is, and I think this is more just a personal preference. I don't like that there's a second purgatory. And I think this is kind of what you were saying earlier. I feel like that's kind of the point. Like you move on, you go to, if you believe in an afterlife, as
Yeah.
I think they should go to heaven. And like, it kind of annoys me to find out like they're not moving on. And I get it. Like it's a TV show, from a story point
Yes.
of view. But yeah, I mean, why another place? And I would, yeah. B says the forest is pretty, but I'm not sure I'd want to be stuck there instead of high school. I agree.
Yeah, I
Now
thought
that
that earlier because in the high school you can touch a lot of things. You can interact with a lot of stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
Like you could get a fire extinguisher at the high school. What is in there other than trees and bits of mirrors and moss and
And they're finding the people. The other thing is even the kids. That's I think what irritated me the most, that they show the kids had supposedly had crossed over, but yet they're
Mhm.
there too. Unless
Well, I
it's
think
just
across the river is where heaven is.
oh,
But
they were
Right.
across the river. Okay, that's true. They were
well,
on the
I
other
don't know
side
if
of
you
the
can
river.
get there from actually crossing the river. Maybe something bad happens if you go the shortcut instead of
No,
go.
yeah, but didn't when they showed the man with the white eyes though with the kids, the preacher, were they
Yeah,
across the river? Okay.
yeah. And
Okay. Well,
So was Simon's mom. I feel like that's a heaven. I
oh,
feel
they
they
were
both.
on okay. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah,
true. I forgot we did see Simon's I forgot about that. I didn't put that on the
that was
bingo
on the
card.
bingo card.
I know, I
Yeah.
forgot that it was in there.
It wasn't what I expected. I thought his actual parents are going to show up, but I'm like, dead mom, close
That
enough.
works
Close
too. That works.
enough. I said the same thing.
By the way, I just wanted to remind everybody because I don't think I said it at the beginning. When we're all done with our recap, we're gonna do some trivia. We have a little bit, not a super long trivia, but we'll do some school spirits
We're
trivia.
going to torture Jen with trivia.
Yeah, I I don't even know half the answers. I copied them and pasted them into PowerPoint. I didn't even read them because that way I don't know them all. But
Oh,
Oh, good.
all right.
I
I
got
skimmed it,
competition.
but I don't know. To be honest, I probably would have forgot them anyway, knowing me. Let me bring up Joey says it might be that they have to give up their earthly desires. They have to go through one level, which is their scar, which is their fears and trauma, and the next level is giving up earthly desire.
Ooh,
Could-
I like
I
that a
do
lot.
hope I want to because he adding on says that would explain the mirrors. Yeah.
Mm.
I just hope more than anything, I hope we find out, I guess, is my like I just want to know, you know.
Yeah.
So the afterlife isn't just a bunch of escape rooms.
Yeah,
You're like,
let's
oh
hope
no,
not.
not again.
Let's hope not.
I actually really like that comment. I agree with it because you see your own reflection. You have to give up something that
Mm.
you know, look at what you had and let go of it so you can move on to the next life. I kind of really like that, Joey.
Yeah.
I like B says, where would they find a comfortable place to sit? And they like to eat. There's nothing to eat.
Right?
Thinking about the important things, B. No, I'm just
Yeah.
joking. But yeah, you know, you're not wrong. I think they're like not even all together, you know, at least like in the
Yeah.
school, they're all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's
I
okay,
am
B. I'm somebody who always sucks at trivia, and that's why I try to not look at it, but I usually don't know it anyway.
I am glad. So there is a way out though, right? We know that because Maddie's dad got into the forest there and he was able to go back out like he knew the way. So there is a way out, obviously. So Janet and Dawn could go through and come back out because they haven't crossed back over, which doesn't I mean, I don't really like that idea either because they'd go back and be stuck where they were. But at least that there's a way in and out and they kind of know now there's a new doorway for like the next level, I guess is probably the best way to say it.
Let me ask you a question though. You're saying that like, whoops, I'm trying to bend my camera. Wasn't that Maddie's door? I mean, I don't. Does that necessarily mean there's a way out? It was Maddie's door that opened.
Maybe that might you
Necessarily.
are right though. I didn't really kind of factor that into it just now until
Yeah.
you said it. I'm like, yeah, maybe that's maybe
I
why.
don't know if we could have went through it. I honestly don't know. They didn't try. Like,
I
would've
thought
liked-
it just slammed when it just got Maddie and Simon through it because it wouldn't allow anybody else to go through it.
So the dad is not back at the hospital, right? So he's still stuck in the forest
Yeah,
area too.
That's what I say. There needs to be a season 4.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be a season 4. There's too much going on. I want a season 4 desperately. But and I guess maybe that kind of when you weigh it out, like them having so many questions now we have to answer, maybe that kind of outweighs the fact that it's not focused on the one character that we all now need to know what happens. So maybe that's definitely a balance because there are a whole bunch of more questions that we have. I almost think we have more questions coming out of season 3 than we had going in, to be honest. And I do love it. I do. But again, the ending, I mean, I guess that's another thing too. Maybe I'm looking at it this differently. We actually kind of got a semi-happy ending for the first time out of all of the seasons. So maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Like I'm not trying to wish pain on these characters, but
the happy ending is Van Height with a cleaver, you know, watching the cleaver, looking at Maddie.
oh man.
Happy
Yeah, right.
ending.
changing color on you? Because it goes
Oh
like,
yeah, it might
okay,
be.
I just
I
wondered
didn't
because
get
it,
that.
well, it looks cool. I just wondered why it's going
Yeah.
like all different colors.
Yeah, I think one by accidentally I didn't turn the. I'm sorry. I think it's on a scene
No,
right.
I thought it looked cool. I just wondered because it kept changing all different colors, and I'm like, why is she changing?
Oh, I thought she was keeping it like the school spirit Split River
Yeah,
keys
maybe I
colors,
assumed
like
it
the
was
green.
intentional.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
so, but my oldest daughter came down after we got off the watch show, and she was like, "Are you doing the watch show?" So she was playing with the lights. I thought she left it at a solid color. I didn't notice it as I was like trying to make tea and come downstairs. So she did probably match it because she knows what the profile, like the outlay that you have on the screen. So it looks like it's the same colors. I'm looking at it now, and she's
Yeah,
funny and
backup.
cute like that. So I'll have to thank her in the morning. She better be asleep now, not watching on her freaking show.
Well, hey, if she watches you and likes it though, that's not a bad thing. At least
No,
she.
it's not. And she could definitely jump on for 2 seconds, but she does get up at 6 and it's 11:20, so I hope her little butt is in bed.
All right. Joey says, yeah, she's go to bed. It's getting late. Joey says
Right?
someone needs to explain the bridge that Wally had to cross to get back to Maddie. He was on the other side of the bridge, so he was on the other side of the river. That is a good question I had not thought about.
Oh.
Because yeah, if he was coming from the other side of the bridge, it stands to reason he must have been on the other side. I kind of wonder though if that was a mistake.
Yeah, but Dawn said it was, and Janet said it was like being in a ping pong table, like it changes and
Yeah, maybe.
it's even
But
weirder than the scar thing. So I don't
maybe.
know.
I just kind of wonder if that
Leyline.
was like we weren't supposed to think about. I don't know why I feel like that, but I
Ley
just do.
lines, Jamie. Ley lines.
Yeah, ley lines.
Ghost roads.
All about the ley lines. B's suggestion is maybe the nurse knows the way and just doesn't want to go hang in the forest. Perhaps that's how Maddie's dad got in a long shot. I assume, and I'd like to get you guys' opinion. That's great grammar, huh?
Guys.
I assumed that her father went through his door. I assumed that like it just appeared maybe because he needed to move on to get there. I mean, I didn't really think too much into it, but that was kind of my thought. But he never had the door before. So I don't know why he would leave unless he's like Wally and like he was able to move on maybe once he saw his daughter and talked to her, but like he didn't want to move on because he was staying there. That's the only thing I can figure, or at least I did.
Oh, I thought his scar was his little girl in the dollhouse because he walked past Maddie when she was little.
Yeah, his scar, but I assumed he went out his door. I don't think you can get there through a scar. I think you have to go out the door, right?
The door at the end of the scar.
Yeah, there was a door in the front of the house. It didn't say exit on top of it.
No, I mean,
sorry.
I don't know. I thought that they had to go through their door in order to get into that other place. Like Maddie went through her door. So I assumed that her father went through his door. And
well, he wouldn't have a door when he died because he was out in the river.
No. I mean, like how Wally had a door. I mean, Wally had a door.
Well, yeah, he had a door in a football at the end of the football field. It'd be like the middle of the forest, I guess.
Yeah. Joey says her dad had the same door. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They had the same door I thought they had the same door. I thought that too. And then, but you made a good point. He couldn't get back through it. So it couldn't have been the same door. But I was under that same impression.
Did they show him go through the door? That's the thing. I didn't think we saw him go through a door, or am I wrong?
He went through the door when little Maddie in the dollhouse was there, but I don't know there was enough time to get more than 2 people through that door before it shut.
Yeah, no, I think part of that is the door shut. If they had maybe held it open and known to, maybe they could have. But I don't know. I didn't realize, I don't know, for whatever reason, I missed that he went through a door to get out. I remember seeing the scar, but I didn't remember him going through a door. I probably just blinked and missed it. You could be right. Joey also says, also give me the number of doors that are in the forest. A lot of people had to get out of there and move into somewhere else. So they're all just wandering ghosts. And that's really boring fast. That's true. And you're right, the door did have an exit sign, so maybe that made it easier. I assume though there's a difference between like their doors to leave and the door back to like a live world, whatever you want to call it,
School, yeah.
Like Maddie had, and that's where I still am questioning that a lot of it has to do with the fact that Maddie's scar moves. And that like the door is the door always inside the scar? Because that's the other thing. Like you
Yes.
were saying, his door was with the dollhouse. Okay, so if her door moves, then she can go in it. That maybe that's why she can go in and out because her door moves. You know what I mean? Like,
I think her door moves because her body moves, right? Because she hasn't really technically died. So like her door at first had to be in the basement from season 1, right? And then now it's because her body was in the wheelchair in the hospital, so her door let her back into the hospital, which is why her dad couldn't open it because he came through the hospital. But I don't understand why he didn't get to go back.
maybe, I don't know. I assume it had to be with her scar moving, and I think that might be the only way Van Hyke got into her mother. But we'll talk about that when we get to the ending. We probably should somewhat go in order. We kind of got a little.
I guess I guess Livia and Maddie have something in common now they can talk about.
Yeah.
For sure. Joey says the character of Wally doesn't obey any of the rules they made up in the show. For instance, he drives the golf cart in the parking lot in season 1, which everybody else, when they crossed over, ended up where they died. He also doesn't wear his uniform yet. Everybody else has to go into their scar to keep their stuff permanent. Honestly, I know it's continuity. See, I don't know a lot of this since I hadn't seen some of it, so I'm not sure. You guys have to comment on that.
He's got a point. Joey's got a point. Because he does drive through that. I know exactly what scene you're talking about when he drives through the golf course, the golf cart, and he drives it through the parking lot. And everybody else that goes into the parking lot, when they get so far, they get zapped back in.
Yeah, maybe it has to do with where they died. Like he's so many, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's to do with what part of the school. Like if he was in the football field, because he around, I don't know.
Well, everybody's wearing what they wore when they died. Wally's not wearing his uniform, right? He only has like the sweat outfit. So that point is another continuity issue I see as well. Because technically he died wearing his whole uniform, so he should be dressed like the end of Beetlejuice, like one of those guys, like the football guys or something. And he's not.
Well, that's how I thought about Kyle in surgery too. Like he should not just be wearing a long T-shirt. He should be having all the surgical tools hanging out of him.
Yeah, or at least a gown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless he had it on under the uniform, which he wouldn't have. I don't know.
Or over.
Yeah, but I think you're right.
I think it depends. If it's cold outside, you might wear sweats over it just to keep warm. Football gets cold.
That's the only thing.
Wisconsin in the fall is cold.
Yeah, but he doesn't even have like a jersey or anything.
He was carrying a gym bag, and then he has everything in the gym bag. You're gonna die, people. Carry lots of clothes with you just in case, because you never know, right?
Right.
Joey said, I think she entered his scar. That's why she kept on seeing the dollhouse and hers like in the boiler room. Maybe. See, I thought that was why her necklace lit up. So I assumed it was her scar, but I don't know. Maybe they're all connected. I honestly don't even know at this point. I'm kind of like
dollhouse might have been her dad's key.
Yeah. I don't know, but she did keep seeing seeing the dollhouse, though. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's go a little bit in order, and then we'll get chat together because we're just going through everywhere all over because I'm pulling the chats and
we're so emotional. This was a very emotional episode.
Yeah. No. I know. It's just otherwise we never get there. So the beginning is where she goes into the forest, like we said, goes through the door. Now, so she's, I guess, like like we said earlier, she's kind of like a zombie, acting like it. So she's like locked inside her head, I guess, as she goes through the door. So her body is able to be entered if somebody was to go in. While she's in that state.
I hate to interrupt you, but now I know why Wally isn't wearing his uniform, because Milo didn't want to wear those shoulder pads and stuff. Or a helmet all the time. Issue. Or a helmet all the time.
Well, yeah, it would be kind of hard to act with it. I could see why he was like, I'm not wearing that.
It would take away his like sexy physique, like having the extra, Sorry, as you were.
No. I'm just weird that they put him in that, but they might have done it and then realized it was a mistake. And I mean, some continuity errors you just have to kind of, ignore and deal with. Hold on, something's wrong with I don't know how that got like that. There, I fixed the top. All right. So anyway, so she's in a state where she's kind of moving around, but yet I guess is open because I think they say at one point that somebody could go into her if they're not careful. I'm surprised Van Height didn't go into her, but he didn't. I'm not sure why. But that's when
Oh, I know
Livia
why.
are walking
She
into the
he,
room.
if Van Height would have gone into her, there's no way that she would be able to take down the school because I think that was
Mhm.
the ultimate goal, right? He wanted to bury the school. So going into
Thinking
Deborah
like,
Van Price, that gives him the power to do that.
yeah, no, that makes sense. Um, but yeah, Livia picks her up. I wasn't surprised. Were you surprised that Livia helped her? I really wasn't because I think most decent people would have done that. I mean, she's right with what she said. Like she wanted them to know, hey, I'm a good person. But I think most people, even if you hated the person, you'd still take them somewhere and just leave them in the middle of the road to get hit by a car. I would hope if you are a
Right.
decent person. So I wasn't super surprised about that.
She wasn't filming her in the tunnel for later.
Yeah,
That was what surprised me that she didn't like go ahead and like tell everybody about it. She actually did it like a good thing. And I think they need to show that she's not like her mom.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, she could have saved her and still filmed it.
Right.
He picked it up from his locker. That may be a continuity error. Then I would say I'd say that's probably just a mistake. That happened.
But
Let's
what?
see about the
Season
about
one,
the,
first
the
episode.
uniform. I was thinking Wally didn't remember his accident when he first died, and
Mm,
that kid didn't remember being in the hospital, so they're wearing the last thing they remember wearing.
interesting.
Okay, I like that. That's a good theory that makes sense. I mean, they
Mhm.
haven't told us that, but it makes sense. I can do it. No, that's good, Jay. We appreciate it. Um, I'm just trying to not get too far off track here. But no, we appreciate it. Okay, so they're annoyed because everybody's in the library. Like they're alone most of the time. I would think it wouldn't have annoyed them that bad that everybody's in the library. I thought that was kind of funny. She's like, "Oh, I just want to be alone." But yeah, they're having their meeting in the library, so it's annoying the kids there. Let's see, we have Livia calling Nicole, which we already talked about, and then Nicole calls Xavier, but we don't actually see that till a little bit later. Some of this we already talked about. Okay, so Maddie falls and is falls on Dawn falls on top of her. I guess was what I was going to say. That came out wrong. Dawn falls on top of her, and that's how she knows that some of them are in the woods. So
Yeah,
yeah, this is
I think she took the direct route instead of Janet following someone around. She would just tackle her to get her attention.
it worked. It worked. So were you? I know Scarlet, you said because of the title, and you saw something in a video about it.
Yeah.
Were you surprised, Jen, to see them? I
Yes.
didn't expect it.
I was not expecting it
Mhm.
either. I was kind of caught up where we were going, and I thought they did a really good job of making us, and I assumed that going through that door in the scar that they crossed over, and that's
Mhm.
what everybody thought, and that's the other thing. Every time they've crossed over, we've had this whole electrical surge, so there's definitely something going on. They're definitely crossing through some type of a dimension or something, because it's got that electrical magnetic surge. But I was not expecting it. When I saw Dawn, I mean, thank God we were all on mute. I was like, yes, oh my God, she's back. So excited.
I think that
um,
was a cool way to bring them back. That's for
I
sure.
do
Because we didn't
too.
Mhm.
have a reason otherwise, so it works out. What do you guys think though about the idea that it like looks like a forest, this whatever it is place? I mean, like it's a cool concept, like visually, but I don't know, like what I'm curious, like what you think. Does it have meaning that it's a forest? Is it just so it's confusing and they get lost? I mean, they could have easily had it be. I mean, I guess they already have a corn maze. I was going to say they could have made this
Just back in the corner.
work. But, I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but it's odd.
I I honestly thought it was where they like the land on where they are, like Split River, before it was ever really developed. Like
Mm.
that's
Okay.
they're still bound to the land, but now they just see it for all like it's natural. This is the way it was made on Earth before humans came and touched it, and they're kind of in that dimension. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm like, because either that or it's like the most fruitless Garden of Eden ever, or something like that. Just
No, it's just interesting. I mean, look, like I said, visually it's cool, it's eerie, it works.
Well, they're going through all the elements too. We got like some
Yes.
water, we got some fire, we got some earth. Maybe there'll be some air later on, and season
Yeah.
4, which will be coming soon.
They're
Yes.
kind of like, well, no, they're falling. I was going to say when
4
they
elements for seasons. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
falling.
I agree, Scarlet.
There's a lot of fog. Maybe that counts as air. Um,
That's true.
but you are right. He is
Moss.
coming from the other side of the bridge. So yeah, I would assume unless there's like a bridge going the other direction, that he's coming.
Oh, I assumed it was a big maze. Like there's a lot of ley lines.
It might,
Ghost
might be.
roads.
I wonder if they,
More
like,
than one bridge.
I wonder if they have to like drink the water. I really do. Drink the water or follow it down to where it opens up. Because I know we saw the river, but wasn't Simon standing in like a whole lake or bigger body of water?
No, he's staying
Yeah,
in the river. He was crossing the river.
Oh, it was at a river? I didn't know if
Yeah.
I didn't realize because there was that smaller stream and then we saw it, I guess, get bigger. So I wonder if there's an outlet or something that they have to go through to
there's
like, go
like
through the
more
water
than
again.
one place. Yeah, I don't know. Look, again, I wonder sometimes if things like that are a continuity error, though, because to me, like, it makes sense that he comes out and is like crossing it as he comes into the place, you know. But if they are to go across the river, then it doesn't make tons of sense. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little bizarre.
It could be
But
more than one bridge. I'm
there
thinking
could
this
be.
is just a weird place, a place out of
No,
town.
it could be, but
Purgatory
generally
or
the bridge
weird.
goes across the river. But yes, I know what you mean. It is a maze. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen bridges go up higher when there was ground underneath them. So there we go.
Yeah.
All right, that's true. That's fair
Doesn't
enough.
have to have water in it, right?
No, you're right. It doesn't. I just think like if they hadn't used the corn maze, that would have been a more perfect location. But they might have been like, shit, we should have done that. You don't know.
I want to be
Well, I
stuck
think they also,
forever in a corn maze.
I
Yeah.
think they also need to find like a common ground because so many of the ghosts are there, right? So you have the kids from the church that were there, plus the people from the school, plus the people from the hospital can clearly get there. So I think you need to find like a common ground that isn't bound to any of those institutions that can be like a common purgatory that they have to get through. I think that might be part of the point, I guess, on why it's like just the forest or land
Yeah,
or
I
the
guess
earth
the
element.
forest kind of vague and encompasses everything. So that's
Right.
a good. There's Maddie in her trance. Joey says, I think Livia thought she was fake crazy and now she thinks she's really crazy. Really crazy. And it's not something you make fun of. It sounds terrible to say that way, but it's true. I hadn't really thought about it that way. But yeah, maybe before she like thought she was just trying to get attention and now she's like, okay, maybe she really is sick and I shouldn't be.
Well, in the early episodes, I know you didn't see them, but the police thought that Maddie was making it all up.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people that thought she was just wanted attention.
Yeah, that I hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah, maybe it's more like she was being mean, but she's not that mean.
Maybe picks her up and she's comatose. It's like, wait, this is a more serious
This is
issue.
real. Well, you know what? Probably too, the reason I feel like they might have done this personally, I think that if there is hoping, when there is, we'll say when instead of
When
season 4, when there's a season 4, if her mother is not, is in between places, I feel like that is a way that is going to connect Livia and the group and that they're going to have to interact and they want you to not hate her at that point. So they're like, we'll have her do something nice. So there's a reason for you to forgive her, a reason for Maddie to forgive her. Just story wise, it makes sense that they would do that to me, And that is very true. A lot of Vancouver forest. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of forests in Vancouver that stand for a lot of different things. So that's a good point too. Maybe it's like, hey, this is easy. Let's do it here.
I know it didn't come up it was on the bingo card, but we didn't see it. But I think that hopefully we get our season 4, that Liv will wind up, like you said, will totally team up with the gang. I think that would be kind of really.
I thought it was gonna happen in the hospital because she kept turning around when I was watching it with my bingo card. I was like, Xavier calls her back. I'm like, join the gang. And then she walks away, but she comes back and says something else. I'm like, join the gang.
Right. I was actually hoping that she stood up in the meeting. I didn't see her in the meeting. I was like, I hope she stood up in the meeting because I wanted her to betray her mom. I was like, oh, betray your mom, betray your mom.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But to be fair,
I had a bingo that ended with Simon's okay. So I was like, Simon be okay, Simon be okay, Simon be okay.
That The other thing I was going to ask you guys too, just you reminded me when you said that guy in the front row they kept showing, or at least I think he was in front row. That was Claire's stepfather, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I
I
believe.
thought so.
Yeah.
100% sure.
I loved how they had Principal Hartman. I love how they had Principal Hartman like getting all psyched up to speak to him too. That was great.
Yeah, he was gonna try to save the day,
Oh,
Scarlet.
I wish he would have saved the day.
Yes, I know.
I'm not sure what reference you mean, Joey. Shakespeare. I'm trying to think. My brain isn't connecting about I don't know if he means about the forest or maybe he meant something else, and that's
To
why
be
it's
or
not
not to be, that is the question.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed that one somewhere. But she's in her comatose state, and her father and Xavier are talking about it and doing I love how they started talking about, I don't even remember what movie it is. Is it The Godfather?
The Godfather.
Yes, The Godfather.
Okay. Well, I'm one of probably the few people in the world who have not seen The Godfather. I haven't seen a lot of good movies.
Said we have to Vito Corleone him. I was dying. I was like, that they're gonna have to move him around. It's awesome.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like my kind of movie. But to be fair, that's why as soon as he said that when he was starting to carry her, I'm like, oh, Weekend at Bernie's. And I was glad they did that. That was exactly my thoughts as soon as he did that. It was like that.
Yeah, but then Dave says no after it, which I thought was funny.
Yeah. Question though, Xavier, aren't they kind of a young generation though to know Weekend at Bernie's? I mean, I guess they could, but that's kind of like more my generation, I think, isn't it?
Well,
I don't know.
People do watch older movies.
I know that. I know
it's like a thing, with the younger generations.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's not a movie that I would necessarily think that a lot of people from
of all the movies, Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, The Godfather, I think most people have seen, regardless of generation. But just I don't know. I don't know how popular Weekend at Bernie's.
You're just saying Weekend at Bernie's isn't at the standard The Godfather set.
Yeah. No, probably not. That's kind of what I mean. And again, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I know a lot of people like it. It's not really my thing, so I would never bother. But who knows?
Yeah, I understand.
Here we have Deborah Hunter Price. Hey, I remember.
Hey, there you go.
I'm into the door. Yeah, I'm actually remembering.
Or is it Hunter Von Price?
Yeah, Hunter Price. That works. All right, that's where they're talking to Principal Hartman there, Alex, and like
I was so disappointed.
Yeah, he didn't get to do his speech. He was trying. Look, he was trying really hard, right? So, but I love that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but he tried. He started to talk to her, and she got this look like, I don't have time for you.
Yeah.
He was great in this episode. They both were, but yeah, he doesn't know what to do. So then I lost where I was. There's the meeting. They're all getting ready, and then they're gonna have the town meeting. Just kind of, well, I guess it's about the school. I was gonna say it's interesting to have it in the school, but I guess it's about the school, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's about the school district.
Yeah, and then we see Simon, who is, what did you guys think when you saw his eyes? I'm just curious what you think. I immediately thought, I don't know. I thought that guy was in him. I didn't quite understand what was going on at first. I thought somehow he went into him.
I thought that was one of the symptoms, like, because we already knew, like, the guy with the white eyes, that he was in the same position that Simon was. So I was thinking over time, because he never goes back out into the light, his eyes get that way. Because he's obviously he doesn't need to eat and sustain himself, and he doesn't get to go into the sun or anything. So I just figured that was a symptom of the position that Simon and the guy in the white eyes were in from being in there for so long. The eyes just kind of glaze over like that.
Oh, I thought it was because he was forgetting himself.
Oh yeah, that too. I didn't even think about that.
Because White Eyes had also forgotten himself, and as soon as like Maddie made him remember, his eyes came back.
Yeah,
I almost forgot that part.
That to me makes more sense what Scarlet said. I thought for some reason.
Well, probably a little bit of column A, a little column B. He's not getting any vitamin C down there.
Simon wasn't gone that long though, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, I thought he had possessed him or something. I guess that was stupid, but that was the first thought that went in my head. I'm like, what? This doesn't make sense. So yeah, I didn't quite think it through, but that was the first thing I thought. So.
Yeah, I almost forgot that Simon forgot who he was for a minute until he saw his mom. I almost forgot that part. I remembered him seeing his mom, and I was like, yes, because we got the answer on why he was able to see Mads, which I loved. I'm so glad we got that answer. But I almost forgot. That's right. He was like, who am I? Where am I?
Plus, when Maddie told him earlier about the 12th birthday party where stuff came out of his nose, he kind of looked like he couldn't remember that. Like he'd already started forgetting.
Oh, good catch. I did not catch that at all. You're good,
Yeah,
Scarlet.
he really does sell it. He like kind of looks down and it looks like he's trying to remember.
You mean in this episode or before this episode?
Before this episode.
Or
But I was gonna say I didn't think that was in this episode. Yeah, that's good that he's starting to forget. That makes sense. There's where he gets scared. And we
Here
have
she is.
I mean, I think after you saw Dawn, you kind of figured you were at least I did kind of figured you were gonna see
Like
Janet.
a team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A team. I love to see a show with them as a team. Janet
Yeah.
and Dawn.
Hey, there could be a
Crime fighting
spinoff,
duo.
right? There could be a spinoff.
It'd be like Velma and Daphne.
Yeah, I mean, she'd be like the rational one, and Dawn would be like, woo, you know?
Exactly.
Perfect.
Olivia
I'd
is
watch
one
it.
of the cheerleaders along with Claire, I believe. So maybe that's a whole thing for next year. Well, I think Claire quit, right? Or am I
Yeah.
cheerleader and she quit? So yeah.
Well, they kind
Yeah,
of
she was friends with her.
disowned her, the squad,
Right.
because she made them miss. It wasn't nationals, right? It was like regionals.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
important, man.
No, it is. I'm sure it is. I'm just
It
joking.
matters.
I'm sure I would have been too.
Exile.
So we have the mirrors.
See,
which
this is where I said you could put folk horror on your bingo card because it was ominous music, bandage, bloody bandage on a stick, this weird mirror. Yeah, folk horror, man.
fair.
Yep.
I like how the whole world has like a washed out color too.
Yeah, I do like what they did with the color here.
Yeah, it looks cool. But yeah, I like the idea of the mirrors and that they can get lost. I think it's an interesting concept. I think it would have been cool to maybe see like somebody that we don't know, like lost in the woods, stuck in a mirror, like they've been there for a long time or something.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool horror. That would have been kind of cool in a creepy way. But yeah, this isn't that show. I think that's the thing. It's not going to go quite that far, but I can see that happening.
We're not going to get the origins.
No, we're not. All right. So then we have Nicole and Claire who are at the meeting and they realize they're going to have to themselves tell, what's going on with Hunter Price. I'm not sure what their plan. Oh, that's right. I was going to say why, but that's right. They wanted the principal to take care of it. Let's see. Joey was saying all that lives must die, passing through nature to return.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Now that I know what you're talking about.
I haven't really been able to take good notes on this one. I haven't had time, but that is a good quote.
I didn't take great notes either because I was looking at the bingo card trying to figure it out. I can't believe that I didn't understand what you were supposed to do because that I was trying to tell you the whole time at the beginning. I was using, I guess, the example card. I didn't know you had to like.
I know.
I still got bingo. I got bingo both ways actually, so it's all good.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah. I think it's great though that most of the things happened and you didn't even see it when you made the bingo card.
Yeah,
so that was great.
I didn't.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I thought the fire element was going to be a foundry thing. I didn't know that they're going to set the school on fire.
Yeah, I was like, how did she know there was a fire? Like that was really good.
I saw the same thing. I'm like, you did an amazing job with all the squares. Like almost every single one of them was legit on. Like most of them got filled out. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was good. You're really in tune with the show, Scarlet.
Yeah, but you know what I'll be in tune with too? Season 4.
Yes.
No, thank you. That was fun. It was new.
And if you don't get Paramount, just ship it to just go to Netflix or something, guys.
Yeah, we don't care where it's at, right?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just putting this up because we're talking about Fire. Who by Fire by Leonard Cohen explores themes of fate, mortality, existential inquiry. I do think that is telling us what they're grappling with. I don't know when this was playing. I'm not sure. Oh, at the end. Okay. Well, I put the comment up too early then. Sorry, I wasn't sure. But yeah.
Yeah, it was also using From. It's using a lot of things. It's using Bad Sisters, I think, is another show. Like PG Harvey does a cover of this song.
Cool.
It's very popular.
Cool. Oh man, I took that off.
Kicking soundtrack.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So they have to change they're there with their. I don't know how they got an actual check. Do you notice that? Like, how did they get the check?
I almost thought that they went in and took it? Because I didn't think that Olivia did betray her mom. I thought they wound up finding it in her office, or am I wrong from
I thought
earlier?
that's when Nicole was in the office taking pictures of
Yeah,
stuff.
last season, right? Last episode, I mean.
A couple
Oh,
episodes
okay.
ago.
They
Yeah,
like printed
Olivia's
a
party.
picture of it. They printed a picture of it.
Okay.
Then I get it. That makes sense. I doubt she took it. I think if she took a check, she would have noticed. But
Mm.
she might have taken she was taking pictures of things. Seeing that though makes me laugh. Like, do people still use checks? I haven't used a check in like a long, long
I
time.
use checks.
I use
do?
checks all the time.
Okay,
Yep.
I guess I don't know. I guess I'm going too young of a generation. I don't even know. I've used it like a bank card for the longest time. I quit using checks a while ago. I still have a checkbook, but I don't use it. Let's see. The vet only takes cash or checks. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. Most places don't take checks like that. Usually if they don't take something, they don't.
There's
don't
been
take
some places that I had to pay for like a membership for a nature center around here, and they only take checks, which is really weird.
That is.
But I had one.
Oh, that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, Joey, we'll get to that when we get to the mirror. I'm gonna wait till we get to Simon before I pull that quote up. Because we're not too far away. All right, so here is where Wally sees his mirror, and he starts to remember his flashback, because you got a flashback. When, yeah, I guess was like his best times of high school
Yeah,
supposed to
his
be.
peak. It's his peak.
Yeah. And this is where Dawn's saying,
I'm like, what do they call him? Clarkmeister, Clarkman, this
something.
guy.
Yeah, but yeah, this was his time in high school when he was happy. Now see, if he had died, well, no, because then he's like kind of got a uniform. I was gonna say, like, if he had died in that, he could have had like a sweatshirt over it, but he didn't die in that, so that's not really relevant. But there he looks in the mirror, and I guess he's supposed to actually see them for a moment or hear them for a moment. Whenever Maddie calls, and he's able
I mean,
to.
he could have died in that helmet. I mean, look at that hair. He could not have.
No way.
Yeah. I'm not sure, Joey, if this was meant about Wally or about Simon, but I think it kind of works for either of them. That they seem stuck, but I'm assuming you probably meant Simon forgot until he brought it back. So, but it kind of works for him a little too. So that's why I brought it up. But they get stuck, and Maddie's able to bring them out. I was happy that they did this. I really loved that this was a way that she was able to touch her boyfriend and her father. I think that was a cool way to do it.
Tears.
Although I do question that when she left, she hugged her father goodbye and didn't hug Wally again. That sort of irritated me.
They didn't have enough time. No time.
I didn't have enough time. Yeah, but I like it because, like, otherwise, unless she was a ghost again, they weren't going to be able to really reunite them. So it was a nice way to be able to do that. They got to finally see each other.
A little kissy kiss, a little fake out sesh.
Yeah, a very quick one, but yeah,
it counted on the card.
It counted on the card.
And they have to stop and make out. And there's Simon when he's like, "Do you know me?" or whatever it was creepy that he said to Janet. Am I? Where am I? What's going on? Yeah. All right. So back at the meeting, we have Hunter Price here, who is trying to. I don't even know. I was going to say I have no idea where I'm at in my notes. So I'm just going.
She's having a freak out because they won't bring up her subject matter, and they're talking about, like, another school's bus or whatever. Go through minutes.
Yeah, other things that she thinks aren't important.
She needs it sped up a little.
Like, hurry up. So obviously at this point, actually, I don't know. I was going to say, obviously at this point, he's already in her, but actually we don't know that he's in her yet, because she could have just been being her bitchy self at this point. we don't really know for sure that Van Height is in her until she sees the ghosts.
Well, she
So,
has the ring around her neck.
Mm.
oh, she already has it
She
around her
keeps
neck.
playing with it. Yeah.
Well, but to be fair, does that necessarily mean because we don't really know? I mean, the ring's like a key, right? I kind of
Mhm.
assume that that doesn't necessarily mean that because she was like looking at the ring and like even whenever the adult Kyle had it,
Kyle
like
was putting it on the tray, and she was like,
yeah, like he was messing with it, touched it. Van Height wasn't in him anymore. So I kind of question that like she took it because she's like, oh, it might be worth money or something.
Oh,
And like,
I thought that he had entered her body when you guys said when she was outside ringing the doorbell, like
Mhm.
real early. The
maybe.
corn maze and
The
Kyle's
corn
house, and she
maze.
was ringing the bell, and you guys were like, "Oh, maybe he shot himself in the foot and jumped into her."
That's what I think.
Yeah, I think it might have
Okay,
been that early.
it could have been, but then so you think all the conversations she had with Kyle when he was Kyle, you
Yeah.
think was all
Yes.
Van Height?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I thought originally I thought that was the case, but then like I thought she seemed like herself, and the reason why I kind of don't know that that's the case is she seemed really shocked and kind of when her daughter got upset. Like I kind of question that if she wasn't supposed to be her, that she would have in any way cared what her daughter did. Do you remember whenever they were like she was yelling at him in the hospital room and they were pulling her out,
Hmm.
like her daughter got
Yeah.
pissed? Why would she care? You know what I mean? Does that make to me that doesn't make sense. That's why I assumed that he wasn't in her at that point.
I think though he has to play a role while he's in her. Like he knows he has to keep up some type of an appearance and play the role so he's not kind of found out. He can't just like up and leave and vanish and leave kind of like the way he was with Kyle. He still like ran a farm even though he got himself filthy rich. He still did something. So I'm assuming that he just had to make sure he was playing the role as her. But I wonder if they're related, like
No,
bloodline wise.
he definitely could have been. I just kind of assumed she took the ring and like at some point he went into it, but he definitely could have been. I just assumed after that scene that that was supposed to really be her. But I guess if you think back about it, it does make more sense if he went into her when she was at the house.
I mean, it's up to
Shot-
speculation. I mean, there's no real obvious scene where it's
No,
like, now I've
Mhm.
gone into this body.
there isn't. We don't know for sure until.
But it seems like a good time because you said that she did react different. She was ringing the bell, and then she was all hyper and nervous, and then she kind of calmly walked down the stairs, like she was a different persona.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. It does make sense. I'm just saying, like, we don't know,
But he could have easily grabbed that ring off the tray when Kyle wasn't looking like zoink, and then
Well, the last time she saw it were when the security guards pulled her out, and she had to have taken it at some point after that because remember we had the conversation that she didn't take it off the tray because I
yeah,
remember going through frame by frame and she didn't take it. So
yeah.
I have to wonder how and when she took it in the first place. But that they might not think we'd think about, so I don't know. Joey is asking, was that a picture she took from the desk in the office? If you mean the check, I think that's got to be the case that she had it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Although I do, but again, this might just be because they don't have enough time in the show. It does make me wonder that she never mentioned the check before because I'm assuming that the check is, well, I guess, yeah, the check would probably. No, it wouldn't be. I was going to say it would be to Claire's father, but no, it wouldn't. It probably was a check from Claire's father to her, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Claire's
Yeah.
stepfather. So I kind of question like the whole thing about the computer that was when they found proof. Now I know that the check wouldn't necessarily be proof because you don't know what it was from. Like they could make up it was came from something else, but I question they never mentioned it if she's had the check the whole time. But again, as Karen always yells at me, you're not really supposed to go that deep into it. The writers probably don't expect you to. I think at this point the writers should expect people to, but they tend to not, I
Well,
think.
they probably needed more evidence than just a check because a check
No,
could
no,
be
no. You're
anything.
right. They totally did. I'm just saying I'm surprised they didn't mention it if they had it already. Like it seems like that's something that would have been something they would have talked about. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm nitpicking too much. All right. So
This show is based on a lot of economy. I've noticed
it's based on what?
a lot of economy. It probably has a tight budget.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like when Yuri's running around and saying all the other doors are locked. We don't see all the other doors are locked. They don't have enough chains for those doors. They have a budget.
That is true. That is true.
I just assume something you just gotta assume.
No, you could be right. All right. So Nicole and Claire are like, hey, you got to give us a chance to defend the school and you can't just move on. And the guy agrees with her. And yeah, Deb gets pissed and she takes off. We see in a minute.
I just like the fact that it's such a like a meeting, a very professional meeting where they're going to go through all the minutes and everything. I like how it just went to her chair too. They all turned and then the chair was empty.
Where'd she go? I also kind of question that they let students and like they're doing this in the middle. Isn't this supposed to be in the middle of the school day? It seems like it is.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing.
No, there's no kids in school, so it's empty because all the rooms are empty. No, the kids from the school are in there.
Well, Claire and Nicole were, but and there was a couple kids. I saw there was a football player in there, but I assumed.
Well, they care about the school. They have their "I love school" signs, but there's not not everybody from the high school's in there. It's not big enough.
Right. But I mean, I thought it was during school hours, which I was thinking didn't make sense. So maybe it wasn't. I'm just making that assumption. All I know is that he learned how to walk in heels fast, considering he spent the last 90 years. That is true. That is a good point.
I don't know. I'm not going to kink shame him. I don't know how many times he's worn heels. Some of those colonial shoes have big heels, have pretty high heels.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's funny, That's funny. All right, so
man, there's got to be a season 4. I got to see this wallpaper again. I need a season 4.
I think she really needs to redecorate. That's all I got.
I love this wallpaper. I love wallpaper. I love it.
Such a pain in the ass.
It's so retro. I love it.
I don't know, 70s wallpaper. It's not.
I love it. Well, you like beige stuff? Everything's beige now. I like stuff with color. Bring back color, man.
I don't mind color, but it's a little bright for me. Color's good. That's a little too bright for that.
Too many flowers all over the wall. I like a bright color, but like I'm good with like a solid bright color, like an accent wall.
It's too busy. It's not the
color. I feel like I'm gonna feel the flowers everywhere I go in my kitchen.
If it's not in the kitchen,
I love
like
it.
if it was in the bedroom, I feel like if it was in a bedroom, I might not say that. But in the middle of the kitchen, it's a little much for me. All right. So anyway, she calls Nicole and she's like, my daughter isn't answering her phone. Now I thought this was funny because clearly Maddie has told her mother what happened. So she's not lying to her, but this just to me read so much like in a TV show where you always see they do this when like usually the villain or whatever, but not always, where they're like, oh, I know all about this. And they make it sound like they do. So the person tells them everything. And then they're like, oh, like, oh yeah, Maddie told me. But I don't know. That's what it made me think of. Of course she did know, but I'm like thinking Nicole just told her. Like she didn't say, I know Maddie died or I know that there's ghosts or anything. She's just like, Maddie told me everything. And she automatically believes that everything means everything. I don't.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? But you know how they have a lot
of Maddie's mom. I mean, I don't think that Sandra would mess with her.
I don't know. But do you know what I mean when I say that? Like they do that in a lot of shows, like where she's like, I know everything. And then they like get somebody to reveal it by being stupid and not paying attention. That's what I think. I thought.
Right. Well, I thought she was really trusting. I'm like, most teens wouldn't just give up that information like that. But I guess it was just like under pressure. Like she has to go. She can't really deal with this. Yeah. And she's like, all right, this is what it is. But I did think that was a little bit more than most teens would do.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to say economy here. You got to keep the plot moving. Economy.
We're reading too
We're not going to sit and have an argument with, Sandra over this.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. So Claire is the one who is like, she's getting money kickbacks from this.
Yeah, I like her speech here. Claire had a good moment here.
Yeah.
Gripping monologue.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more of.
Well, my gripping monologue is Van Height.
And yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I gripping here too.
I would have liked to have seen their reaction a little more though. Like, because I don't, do we even see what her stepfather, like his reaction? I don't think we saw it, did we?
Nope,
Mm.
economy. They couldn't give us
Economy.
a good angle, good
Yeah,
camera
yeah.
angle.
You'll see
Everything
that in
was-
season 4. Season 4.
Yeah.
That's when it'll
Mhm.
happen.
Because you know she is betraying her father or her stepfather more than anything, which is like
Yeah.
not.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think about like how hurt her mother could be from this. Like she's not
Mhm.
really concerned about, but oh well. And there is her seat, which is empty, as she is vacated to. She's given up. She's like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go burn down the school." Is basically what that is, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
definitely was
No.
like, "Fuck this, I'm burning down the school."
Yeah, burning down the school.
Plan B.
All right. Yeah, plan B, plan C, maybe even.
B for
All right.
burn.
So Charlie and are starting to have a conversation that would have been a meaningful conversation, but they didn't get to finish it. But Yuri's talking about, you know, he knows, he said Charlie was suffocating, he's trying, and Charlie just says, you know, to promise that if they disappear, they'll still, I don't know why they would not be able to talk to each other but still see each other. That was a little bizarre. I thought he was going to say, if we go through the door, promise you'll tell me before you do, or something like that. I thought was where the conversation was going, but it wasn't. But it's interrupted because they smell something burning and see footprints on the
I
ground.
smell some gasoline.
I smell some gasoline.
And they have those footprints. Is that just from gasoline? Like stepping through gasoline? Or what are those
I
footprints?
guess, but I assume it was supposed to be her footprints. You know, come to think of it though, they weren't women's footprints, were they?
I don't remember.
I don't know what they look. They just kind of look like nondescript. Like,
Hold on. Don't want that to be out loud. Hold on.
what was it?
I don't want that to be out loud. Don't listen to that. I'm trying to. Shit.
I thought maybe somebody was taking gasoline and it was splashing and they were stepping in it. That's why there were like weird splashes.
I didn't think that they were heels because at first I didn't think it was her that did it.
Yeah.
That's like, obviously it made sense where it went, but I was like, who did that? I didn't see it as heel prints like hers.
That's what I mean, because it was supposed to, I assume, be her because she's the one that took it, right?
Right.
Here, hold on. I'm at this place. I'm curious.
Unless we find out like in season 4, it's like Xavier's father helping her. Who knows?
It's just like little
or Principal Hardman.
I'm looking at it. You really can't tell what it is. So it's very
nondescript.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll up or not when I do that. I can see if it does, but I don't.
Or else maybe they took the gasoline from before, and those are when they were wearing men's shoes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it like a refresh. I don't think there's like a refresh to make it.
I was just curious about them because I was like,
no, I was too. Because I was just thinking they should have been that, but I don't even know how to. I don't even think I can refresh it, so it doesn't matter. I took the picture and it doesn't do me any good. Sorry. All right. Anyway, so they follow oh, there it is. It came by.
Yeah.
There's the prints. They're just like little puddles, kind of. It really doesn't look like anything. So
yeah,
gasoline puddles.
Yeah, I just wondered, maybe they wanted to hold the reveal off because, you know, her saying "get out of my way" or whatever was a good reveal, right? I mean, I like the way they did it, so I kind of appreciate, because B says they did look like man shoes. I thought they did too, but I like this reveal better, so I can be okay with that. Where she's like, you know, "get out of my way" or whatever she says to him. I forget exactly what she says.
Yeah,
but
she sees them.
Yeah, and they're like, "Wait, how do you see us?"
Oh.
You know, though, that could have even actually been her if he was in her body. I think it would have been interesting if it ended up that wasn't Van Hype, but that was like her spirit and she didn't realize she was out of her body. That could have been interesting too. I know it's not, but it could have been.
Where it's Dove's spirit. Who knows?
We don't know. We'll have to find that out next season, hopefully.
Yeah, next season.
All right. So Maddie is still out of it, and this is when this guy stopped.
Who is this guy? What is
I don't know.
About?
And what is the quiet room? Also, is that for like people with autism now? They have sometimes to help them. I don't know. I'm just curious what a quiet room is. That's the only thing I can think of, because I know now, I remember seeing on the news at I think it's at our airport, they have like an area that's for people on the spectrum that they can like sit and be calm, which I think is really nice. So I just wondered, it's this quiet room. It's
It
not
looks
the,
like an older version of Simon.
It does look like an
Yes.
older version of Simon.
it does. See, this
Simon's
is where,
body's been walking around the hospital this whole time.
yeah, and if it wasn't for the fact we had just seen her like 2 seconds ago, and that she had Van Height in them, I would have assumed, I mean, in her, I would have assumed that it was in him, and that was how it got into her mother, because I was kind of wondering that, like, why are we seeing this guy? Is it just some random extra, that I happen to, freeze the frame?
Maybe.
I wonder, we don't know who Simon's father is, right? Because he was adopted. So maybe that's his real father as a ghost from the hospital, and his father died, and we won't know that till season 4.
Hey, it could be.
Yeah, where are Simon's parents? Even that flashback where we're all family, there was not a single like Simon of his parents. His parents are just like the cool parents, are just like, do whatever you want, buddy.
Hey, they don't care. They think he's at his new sisters. At first,
cool.
well, not his new sister, but you know what I mean. At first, I thought she always saw them, but pretended not to, and in a moment of anger, she acknowledged them. That would have been interesting. I mean, I think it's clear now, at least now that you've seen it, that that that's not what it means. But that is a good point. That would have been cool. I don't know. Yeah, it could have been interesting. I'll just say that. I think that could have been a plot point if it was that. But it's interesting that you thought that. Like, I immediately thought, didn't you guys immediately think that he was in her, right? Or did you? Either?
Yeah.
But I like a different take on that though, because that makes, I mean, it makes sense. And I said that would have been cool, but it's not the case. Maybe it would have made sense too with the guy walking here in the hallway. All right. So then she tells her husband she knows he's there because of the way Xavier says "we," and it's not.
I started to cheer up a little bit about that when Sandra was like, "Dave." I thought there was going to be more. I thought there was going to be more to that too, but I thought maybe you say you loved her or something, but maybe not.
Oh God, jeez.
Yeah, but you're right. It did become.
You don't think there's some world where she can be with a like 10-year younger version of him, like a Wally Maddie thing?
Yeah.
Or is he going to be like, you got old?
Yeah, true. I thought pretty quickly. Yeah, it did. I just think that I think your take was interesting. Was my point. Thank you, Dieter. Yes, everybody, please like, share, subscribe, hype it. We appreciate it. Follow SciFi Vision. It is always.
I mean, there was some video I watched where they were like, well, maybe Dave in the other world will make out with Janet or, Dawn. And I'm thinking, why can't he make out with his own wife? Why can't he?
I don't know. I don't know that I'd be a little concerned with that.
Yeah, plus they're underage.
Well, yeah, their characters are underage. The actors aren't underage. And to be fair, they're ghosts that have been there for like, what, 50, 100 years?
Yeah, they're kind of like vampires. They're kind of like vampires at 120,
So like they could do it because I don't think the actors are underage, but I think it would be too weird. I wouldn't want to see that.
Well, I don't think Janet would be into it.
No, I don't think Janet would be into it either. No. You're right.
Yeah. Maybe Dawn.
But anyway, Xavier says "we," and that's how she knows he's there. And she's like, "Go get our son, our daughter." I was gonna say our son, our daughter. Van Height has economy of movement too, since he was able to get to the basement, get the gasoline, and get all the doors locked and set the fire before anybody even noticed. Yeah.
Everybody's serious about this meeting. They love this meeting.
I don't know, but yeah, she could have done it before they knew it. But the other thing that's kind of interesting is, what was the comment about the fire being, because I got a little confused and I meant to dig into it and I forgot. They make a comment about the fire being part in the ghost world. The fire was in the real world.
Yeah, right. But it got doubled in the ghost world because they were able to start putting it out. Charlie and Yuri were.
Right.
It transferred over somehow.
Yes, something about it being elemental.
See, that doesn't make sense to me, because I thought what they were saying, at least when I thought before, is they took the fire extinguisher and the bucket and everything through the scar, like they made it solid, right? Or made it so they were able to take it with them, like the whole Daisy thing, and that was why they were able to put it out. That was what I understood from what they said. So saying the fire was in their world as well confused me. So I don't know. it didn't compute to me, but it's not really important. All right, so this is where they're looking at the security camera. What is this over here? There's somebody in there. Isn't that a person?
Where?
I just know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It looks kind of like a person to me near the barrel.
I don't see anything.
I don't know. It looks like a person to me. But what we're really supposed to do here is that she's setting a fire.
Yeah, what we're really looking at here is this.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Setting a fire below the library in order to burn down the school. Let's see. It splashes nuts. It's splashes nuts footsteps. I'm not. I don't know what you. It splashes.
The splashes instead of footsteps from her like carrying. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. You're right. That makes more sense than what I said. I thought it was footsteps. All right. So they're like, oh shit, she's setting a fire. What do we do? How do we warn people? We don't know what to do. So yeah, they are in her office, I guess at this moment. And because I'm noticing it's a superintendent, but look at all her pink stuff.
Yeah, too much pink.
No, that's good. That's right. I'd have pink stuff. And here's where they see the fire and they're like, oh shit, what do we do? I love that photo though. That's a good photo.
It is.
What do we do? Because all the doors are locked, chained. I thought I had a picture of them chained. I don't. But the doors are chained.
See, that's the thing I didn't think they didn't hear in the meeting was somebody putting chains on the door.
I know, right? Like, how quiet is that?
And everybody's so patient. Nobody gets up to go to the bathroom or anything during all this because they're focused on this meeting.
They're really, really focused, Scarlet. They're really, really, really focused.
The issues.
Yeah, issues. All right, so here's the great scene where oh, well, they didn't hear the fire alarm, at least for this reason. She whacked at the back. Look, Jennifer Tilly was totally eating the scenery in eating the scenery in these scenes, but I love it. It's great. I think it's awesome. She's great in this. I think we all said that.
It reminded me of the Joker.
Yeah, it's most unhinged.
Yeah, so unhinged. Like even Jack Nicholson's Joker, like Heath Ledger's Joker, like Joaquin, like they all have that. Like I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna bash everything up attitude, and she did it so well. Yeah, she did so well. This is such an amazing scene. I just fell in love with her all over again. She's amazing.
Yeah, she must have been having fun. It's all good. She should have taken the fire extinguisher. Well, I guess there's probably more than one. I was going to say then they couldn't have taken it, but there would be more than one. I think Joey's saying that quiet room is the room in the hospital to pray. I didn't know it was called a quiet room. I just never noticed the sign.
Yeah, it used to be like chapel, I guess.
Yeah, I thought usually I assumed it said chapel. I've never used one at a hospital, so I don't know, but I didn't know it was called quiet room. All right, so back to the other side, whatever we're calling it. I believe this is where she's telling her that it's dangerous to go across the river, I think. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
And meanwhile, Simon's headed that way. He sees his mother. Like, better go get him.
At least he's seen one of his parents.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Yeah.
Where are his other parents?
I didn't even think about that. He doesn't know who his parents are, huh?
No.
Yeah, he does.
Does he?
Does he?
Well, he got the rosary beads. I assume he got a photo of his mom along the way because Maddie knows who she is too. So I'm assuming since they're best friends, he probably has a photo of his, mom before he got adopted.
Okay, so he knows.
No, you don't think so?
No, but you're saying he knows his mother died already, then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's
died
part of
giving birth to him.
Yeah, she died giving birth to him. That's
Did
what
you
linked
see
him.
Maddie holding his face and saying, "You touched death when you were born."
Yes. Yeah, that line.
Death touched you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't think that statement through. Sorry.
Well, see, I didn't know that Maddie knew, but I thought, well, it kind of makes sense if he had a picture of his mom because he did have those rosary beads and she died giving birth to him, and probably his adopted parents had both of those things, from her.
Yeah, that would make sense. Hey, Doc, welcome.
Hey, Doc.
Everybody, make sure you guys check out Doc's channel for their Monarch show, for him and Critter's show that they have. I was gonna say what day of the week it is. I went and I don't even remember what day it was we went. God, my
Is
brain
it
is
Fridays?
the Fridays. I don't know. Maybe Doc, tell us in the chat. I don't remember what day it is because my brain is stupid and broke.
I think the show is, the watch party is Friday and the live stream is on Sundays, I think.
Okay. I know I went. I just don't remember what day.
They all stream together.
Yeah, I at least remembered to mention it because I'm so bad at promotion. You can see everybody laughs at me. I'm bad at promotion. But anyway, everybody go to Doc's channel and check it out, especially if you like Monarch. Sorry about that. Anyway, anywho, okay, so this is where he sees a mirror. I don't think I have a picture of him seeing the mirror, but he gets sucked into it before they can stop him, and we go back to this flashback.
You didn't get a picture of his mom?
No, I didn't.
The woman who died giving birth to him.
Did he see a mirror? Or did he see the reflection in the water?
Oh, maybe
the reflection in the puddle.
In the puddle,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
You guys have to remember, I'm trying to like cut these back. I already had over 100 pictures. And I'm already like, this is too many, and I'm deleting them. So
I remember this came from them looking in the puddle because I remember they were stuck
right.
They were stuck hunched over the puddle when other people were looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So Maddie was trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But this is where I was gonna say their flashback when she had long hair. And does she have she don't have, I don't know. I'm thinking she has bad roots there, but I don't know if she has roots like that now. Probably does, and I just never noticed it. But this is when they had their Halloween party, and let's see, it was burning in Charlie's scar. At least the smoke was in Charlie's scar. Okay, well then
I like the little ghost pillows, are really cute.
I'm not sure why though. I think that's on a blanket, isn't it? It looks like it's like
so cute. Yeah, I guess it's a blanket. I want that blanket.
They're like puppies sewed onto the blanket. I don't know what you want to call them, like little puppy ghosts. Those are cute.
They're like little Pac-Man ghosts.
Outfit. They do look like Pac-Man ghosts. You're right. But there's Simon and her, and they're having their movie night.
I don't know what movie this is. Do you know what movie this is? Because I was trying to look it up. It was like her favorite movie. She loved that movie. I can't remember what it is.
I took a picture of it, and I must have deleted it as one of the ones I took away when I was going through them. I assumed maybe it was Dawn of the Dead since they're watching it later at the movie theater, but
it isn't Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, I was gonna say that was probably just an assumption.
It's color, and this one's black and white. I have a good knowledge of B movies, but I couldn't place it.
Okay, I have no clue. But her mother comes in trying to take pictures, being all annoying, and they're like, she's annoyed at that. They have other good. Look at the other pillows. They got ghosts on this one. I like their pillows, man.
Yeah,
they either got really cool pillows or they made really cool pillows. But
very festive.
Olives,
we got some grapes.
Lunch
those
meat.
Are olives? I thought they were grapes.
Are they? They look like there's a stick in them. That's why I assumed olives.
But they're like a bunch. Or else it's going to be a pyramid of olives.
No, it could be the bunch, the grapes. I don't know. To me, it looked like a toothpick. That's why.
Delicious. Either way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was Frankenstein. I don't know. Oh well. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll look up on Reddit. I'm sure somebody's found it.
Yeah,
Reddit.
Oh, okay. That was on the. You know what? I didn't realize when they were there and that sign said quiet room. I thought that was a door into it. I didn't realize that's where they were. That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, they have little stained glass windows, some candles here.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a door to some. I didn't realize that was like the other side of the door. It must have been because it was open. I didn't realize that. Because they're in the chapel. But she's trying to wake her daughter up, and
I don't know. That was really good when she was just like trying to wake her up, but then in the dream world, she's like, "Do you want some Rice Krispie treats?" That was like perfect. I'm like, you're yelling at him, but in the memory world, it gets retranslated.
Yeah, that's funny. I hadn't even thought about that. But there's Simon with his misty eyes,
forgetful eyes.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. And Maddie is like, we got to go through the window. And he just kind of follows her. I mean, he doesn't know what's going on, but he does follow her and, does what she wants. because I guess he's still best friends with her within this memory, even if he's.
Mhm.
It's kind of interesting that he's like out of it in the memory. You know what I mean? Because since he got sucked into the mirror, like the mirror, not possessed them, but like they get fascinated by it, right?
Mhm.
So it kind of surprises me that he's not into the memory. Like he seems to be still not knowing what's going on, even though he's been sucked into the memory, which I find interesting. He's just sort of sitting there. So maybe that's why she was able to pull him out easier because he wasn't all the way in it. I don't know.
Oh, I thought he was just kind of slowly coming out of it as she is helping him.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just interesting to think about. Does anyone else think about the fact that I'm assuming means school spirits,
High
the
spirits
is also is about, oh, okay, that is, you do mean different show. Is also I can't talk. Is also is about a castle being knocked down and brought to America, and all the ghosts want the castle to stay in Ireland. High spirits. I don't know what high spirits is.
It's a movie. It's a comedy movie about ghosts. It's good.
Yeah, it is.
I enjoy it.
Is that animation? That's not that animation I'm thinking of.
No, it's not animated.
Okay. I'm thinking of something else that's got spirits in the title.
Probably familiar for ghost stuff.
To be fair, I'm a TV person more so than a movie person. I think everybody knows that by now. I haven't seen a lot.
It's from the 80s too, so I don't
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
It's older, yeah.
I see. So here is part of the memory.
Dinosaur.
Remember to take a picture. Yeah. If this was from, we'd be counting the dice and that. We just won't do that.
Well, the numbers. Wait a second. We have to add these dice up.
Dice. They must have been playing Yahtzee or something.
What does a dinosaur mean? What does this dinosaur mean?
Yeah, I know.
Is there a drawing that Victor has of a dinosaur? Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we do it, so I can't say anything. And there's that picture where she's like,
"What's the bracelet mean?"
You know, but she's trying to wake him up, and he eventually does snap out of it. And then we also
after seeing a mirage of a whole bunch of people that aren't his parents.
Yeah, they were all Maddie and friends, right? I can't.
Yeah, he was hugging Sandra. I guess Sandra's more of a mom to him than his own mom, his adopted mom.
Possibly.
I didn't notice Sandra. I noticed Maddie. So that's.
I'd be surprised if Simon didn't have any parents at all. Just like,
yeah, maybe
if it wasn't for the iPad.
Yeah,
right.
We know. So there, her father's looking at the picture. I don't remember why, or is he in the place yet or not quite? It looks too bright. He must not be. Or is that maybe that's
I wonder if that's his key. I wonder if that picture is his key.
Maybe. I assumed the dollhouse might have been though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It might be part of the same thing.
I don't
when she was little.
Because then that's when we see the dollhouse. So yeah, I'm a little confused by that. Sometimes when I take the pictures and I look at them and I'm like, what? I'm confused.
It goes from thing to thing pretty quick, yeah.
That clock on the wall though kind of reminds me of her compass. It's not. The clock. Well,
I can't even see a clock.
Oh, it's because it's darker on there. On my other monitor, I can see it. There's like a clock. It's like a sun or something. It kind of looks like a thing.
It wouldn't be surprising if her dad was an outdoorsman that he would have compass like things around.
Could be. But except his mother bought it, so maybe not bought the necklace in the first place. All right,
That's
so
true.
dollhouse.
Touché, Jamie, well played.
That might be a good clue to how they find out that that's not Sandra in season 4. Van Hyke wouldn't know that about the necklace because they just figured that out here in season 3. So maybe that'll be how they can figure it out.
Yeah, that's true. That would be a good reason they told us that, right?
Yeah.
Because wouldn't know that. All right. So either way, he goes through his car to get out the door. Now, you're saying you saw him go through her door. See, I didn't see the door. I missed that part. I must have blinked and missed him walk through it.
There's a door off to the right that it goes through.
And it's their door. It's the same door.
Yeah, it's the same door.
It is possible it's the same door simply because they both live there, though. Too, it might not literally be her door. It might just look the same, you know. Just saying. Somebody beeped me something. Okay, and then they're trying to put out the fire. It's not working, and this is where they get the idea. Let's bring the things through the scar, make them real, and then we can put out the fire. So that's what they're attempting. And then there's the line about it being partially in their scar, like you said, partially in their world. And I didn't miss that it was in the scar. I was confused. But either way, the fire isn't going away, and it's not working.
Is this where they profess their love, or is that later?
Oh no, this is this. You're right. He tells Yuri, at least I think it is. He tells Yuri Yuri tells him he loves him, and he says something like about the timing, and then he says,
Yeah.
I might have that reversed, but either way, they love each other.
Yes.
That's the gist of it. That's what's important. All right. And then we have Mr. Martin, who has gone down to see Ralphie, hoping that he can help them get back to the library, because their idea is, if we can't stop the fire, we can pop out in the library like we did before and say, hey, get out of there. Although considering the doors are chained, I don't know how much that idea made sense completely, but I mean, it was smart, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, if they can't break the chains, it's just going to make panic. I mean, maybe there's weapons in there. I don't know. Maybe one of them has a penknife and they can somehow get out. I don't know. But
well, they can call 911 and hope.
You know what? That's a good point. I'm sure they all have cell phones. This is, whatever year it is, close to our year at least. I'm sure they have cell phones. So yeah, this is where, they have this whole conversation where Martin is asking him why he sent them out with the bus. And he's, Quinn, I think it's Quinn. It's Quinn or Rhonda. I think it's Quinn. Says that she thinks he sent him out with the kids on the bus because he knew it was going to happen. He couldn't stop it, but he could warn them. And he didn't want them to be alone when they died.
Yeah.
Now, I take issue with this because we've been told that the whole reason they died is because Martin popped out in front of the bus. Mr. Martin popped out in front of the bus. That's what made the bus driver crash. Have we not been told this?
Yes.
Okay. So this to me makes no sense. At least her interpretation makes no sense to me. I mean, he didn't say that. He never really answered. That was just her idea, and he didn't disprove it. I don't know. What did you guys think?
Well, first off, I did think that was like Rhonda's interpretation, considering that Ralph doesn't speak except for like all the elements around him kind of speak and kind of give clues to what he's saying. So I thought it was weird that he couldn't really voice what actually happened. But the only thing I can assume was that the bus was going to crash no matter what, like into the I don't know, something there. So he's like, if the bus is going to crash, I'll just put Mr. Martin there. I'll crash a little earlier. So that way they'll all at least be together. That's kind of how I took it. But again, when you have to fill in answers for the writers, that might not be the best.
Yeah,
might not be the best written story, or that might not be the real deal.
Didn't have to. I just, to me, that was something that we were specifically told. That's why it bothered me. I mean, I could buy it if they somehow disproved what was told before, but or like if they said, "Oh, the bus driver was drunk" or something, then I would be like, "Okay, that makes sense." But you're right. We're inferring that. But either way, yes. Why can't he talk? I mean, we hear him say something that's like a sort of flashbacky line, I guess. But he really doesn't talk much. It is strange that, which I hadn't thought about, but like, why does him and the man with the white eyes, like, they never talk with their mouth, really? Like, why? That's an interesting.
They've forgotten how to talk with their mouths.
Maybe they were there gone.
But he can make the candles go higher in the background, or bring some sound bites in.
Right? Like a Ouija board, all right? You can kind of like direct something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was awful that he won't speak.
Yeah, interesting. B's right. They could break the windows. If there was windows in the library, which there probably are, I didn't really look. They could do that. It might at least help. But more than that, I think they all have cell phones. Unless they made them leave them at home or something for the meeting, which I kind of doubt. But plus,
I was thinking Van Hyden takes cell phones and I
was going to say teenagers wouldn't listen, but also we know Nicole has a phone, so yeah. All right. So anyway, they're like, "What do we do?" Okay, he says he wasn't alone because he was with the guy with the white eyes. Or he doesn't say. They let us know.
Yes, goes behind him. Pantomimes.
Yeah. So then the church starts collapsing as the high school is burning. I'm assuming supposed to be why. They didn't outright say that, but the place is being destroyed. And And maybe that was the key all along. That's what I think is really interesting, is that it seems to me that they're able to cross over the barrier. I'm guessing, again, this is what I want to talk about when we get to that point of why they're able to cross the barrier. Like, is it because it burnt down? Because if it, or started to burn down? Because if it is, I find that really interesting, because all they're worried about is we can't let them destroy the school. What if
if they destroyed the school, then they can leave. Yeah.
done that all along. Van Height loses, they win. The end.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I mean, we don't know how far they can go, though.
Yeah.
No, we don't. You're right. And that was a good point too. I don't remember which one of you it was said earlier, like, what if that barrier wasn't there when Van Height died or whatever? We don't know.
Yeah, I mentioned that. What if he had put a curse in the school and put the barrier up?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's interesting. But he was trying to burn down the school. I mean, or he was the one trying to burn down the school. So I have to assume that, like, it wasn't that something he said, just because otherwise, why would he do it? Because he's just making it the way he did. You know what I mean? Like, he would be doing the opposite. But either way, they're like, how do we go to the library? Help us go to the library. Now, if you look at this picture, this is what confuses me. It looks like there's a puddle there, right? Or can you not see that because it's dark? It looks like between Mr. Martin and Rhonda, there's like a river or something on the floor, like a stream. I didn't notice it till now. But it does make me question a little bit, because they're asking how to get to the library, and he's like directing them how to get there. And this confused me to begin with, because I think it's Rhonda says, maybe it was Quinn, but it was one of them, says, how do we just jump? There's no water, right? But they come out wet when they come out the other end.
Because there's water and it's filling up with water.
Yeah.
There's a shot of it filling up with water.
Ralph gets it to fill up with water.
Okay.
I mean, white eyes.
Okay. It's very possible. It's also very possible when I saw it that it wasn't complete, but I thought it was. I just don't remember. I don't remember water. But either way, he decides.
It was a special effect, Jamie. They might have filled it in because it was kind of like it looked like it was post.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, I mean, I thought the one that we seen was like finished because it was pretty late in the game, but it's possible it was an earlier cut because I don't remember it. But either way, regardless of that, he decides to stay with Ralphie. I feel bad for the man with the white eyes. Like, he got hurt here when
he just got clunked in the head, man.
He did, and Ralphie was like, I'm staying. So he's staying with Ralphie. He's like, I'm not going to leave this time. He's staying behind, and we don't know what happens to him. We don't get to find that out. And then they're having their meeting, and it must be after they pop out. I thought maybe it was there. Let me look and make sure here. Oh, odd. Okay, that is where they pop out. I don't know why why do I not have a picture of them?
You don't have a picture of that, Jamie?
Oh my God.
No, that's why I'm wondering. You have to remember when I'm doing this. No, but you have to remember when I'm like doing this to begin with, taking the pictures, like you can only go, like you can't go frame by frame, like it kind of jumps. So it probably missed it, and like I didn't realize it missed it till after. Like I see the whole, hold on, I'm gonna take it and we'll update it here. There should be, oh, okay, I see the water now though. I see it filling up with water. I don't know why I don't have one of them popping out. That irritates me. Wait a second. You know what? I think it's at the next part though. I don't think it's right here because it shows.
Yeah, it might go back and forth.
Yeah, it might. Oh, there they are. I swear I took that picture though, so I don't know. But hopefully it'll update in a minute. But yeah, they pop out and everybody looks. I thought it was really cool though too, because I was thinking like that Nicole and Claire see them, they know not necessarily who they are, but they know they're, one of them. Which is what Joey was asking, do they know who they were? I mean, yeah. I think they knew they were two of the people they had Maddie.
They know who Rhonda is, at least, because they had that meeting on the stage where they had the pictures taped to the chairs. You haven't seen that season, Jamie.
Okay. Yeah, that's what season 2. Yeah.
Yeah. They had a meeting with the ghosts and Nicole and Claire and the other human, the ones that couldn't see the ghosts were there, but they had all the pictures on the chairs and they were sitting in the chairs. And so Nicole came up to look at the pictures and they're like, Like,
It was awkward.
Rhonda's like, Xavier's like, get away from me, Blue Eyes. What are you doing? Like, he's like way up on her. They're all like
Well,
leaning in. And then Nicole's like, Charlie looks like he could have been a friend of mine. And Charlie's like, all right.
I want to see that.
It's,
That's
it's a
funny.
pretty funny scene.
It is.
Yeah, I do need to go back and rewatch that. But either way, they probably do know then who they are. Joey also says White Eyes moved on. That's what Mr. Martin saw.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when he crossed over.
Yeah,
That's
I thought he got. Yeah, when he got
Such
hit in the head, I thought he died.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
I guess Quinn could have done that a few episodes ago.
And I forgot that he was actually alive. You know, though, what I question, I want to go back a second here. When he's standing, when the kid's standing with him, he's got his arm around him, right?
Right.
How the hell is he touching him? Or can Simon touch them? I mean, he never tried, I guess, but
No, I thought Simon they could touch because Simon's in that in between world.
okay, that's what I was wondering because he's clearly
Yeah.
touching. That's why I'm asking. Okay. And there it's popped up. There's the.
Oh, there
But
they
yeah,
are.
right. I forgot that the man with the white eyes was actually alive until that point. So yes, that makes sense. He moved on there. You're correct. All right, that's where they pop up, and everybody's looking at him like, "What is this?" And they're just all like, "What?" And they're like, "Get the fuck out of here, you idiots!" I love that.
Yeah.
This is like my.
I just
favorite
like
part.
how Quinn was trying to explain everything really rationally, and then Rhonda's like, "Get the fuck out!"
Well, because they only have a couple seconds, right? Like we know
Right.
from before, they're only going to appear for a second. They're like, "Fire, get out!"
But now all these people, also for season 4, all these people have seen ghosts.
Yeah.
Everybody in
know.
this room.
So interesting. So
Ghosts are real.
if and when we get a season 4, what do you when we get a season 4, what do you foresee happening with that? Like, do you think most of them are just going to be like, "Oh, we just thought we saw something," or do you think they'll believe it? Like, what do you think? I'm just curious what you both think about that.
I think it would probably be like one of those little secrets that everybody kind of talks and whispers about, but no one's going to come out and do or say anything for real about it. Just kind of be like, you know that there's ghosts here. Shut up. We saw that. And kind of like keep it on the like hush hush.
All right, fair. Yeah, they just kind of
Or maybe
pretend like-
somebody will be investigating the high school from outside.
Mm.
Supernatural ghost hunters. Ooh, ghost hunters. Season 4, ghost hunters.
It's kind of, it would have been interesting, I think, if which I guess he could have been, but they didn't show it. It would have been interesting if Xavier's father was there. That would have been kind of cool, I think, just personally.
Yes. I wish he would have been there because then he would actually believe Xavier and what he's going through rather than keep like, you know.
I guess that being said, though, I think that would have been really cool. But now the more that I'm thinking about it after I said that, though, that kind of defeats the purpose, though, because I feel like the purpose of the scene a few episodes ago was for him to say, "I don't know what you saw, but I'm on your side, and I believe you saw something." And I feel like if he actually saw it, does that take away from that a little bit?
I think it would just confirm and validate it. I think it would have been better if he had seen it than not.
No, you might be right. I'm just saying, like, if the idea is that he trusts him without seeing it, I just didn't know if maybe that kind of would take it away. But I don't know. I would have liked to have seen it. That's all I'm saying. It would have been nice.
I wonder if he hears like the scuttlebucket around and like finds out that everybody else saw the ghost and he didn't. I wonder if he's gonna get all like mad now that because he didn't.
Is that like a regional thing? Scuttlebucket. I've heard scuttlebutt, but not scuttlebucket.
It's from my understanding, it's I got it from NCIS and it's like a like a Navy term. I mean,
okay. Because I've heard of
stole from
scuttlebutt.
Gibbs.
Scuttlebucket. I like that. That's different. I've never heard of that. Scuttlebucket. All right. There might be somebody in the room who remembered Quinn. It would be less likely that there was somebody who remembered Rhonda. Yeah.
Good point, Joey.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, wouldn't that be maybe next season? Like it could be the storyline. Like, what if one of their parents were in the room, right?
Oh yeah,
that would be cool. That would be a cool storyline I could see happening. Yeah, and when we get towards the end, we'll talk about what we think might happen. But all right, so they're like, oh, we recognize him. All right, then this is where they see the door. Okay, and She hugs her father. And again, why did she not? In fact, why didn't she hug all of them? Although she thought they were all going through with her. So I'm not sure really why she hugged everybody. But I feel like anybody, but I feel like either hug everybody or at least hug your boyfriend too, So I don't know. That just
Her
irritated me. I
dad
don't
has
know.
been dead for a long time, Jamie.
I know. I'm just saying. My immediate thought was, why didn't you hug Wally?
She just made out with her boyfriend. I mean, geez.
Fair. Look,
I mean, I was
I'm just
crying at this because it's like
Oh, I
her
was
parents
too.
are, her dad's dead and they're having this heartfelt,
No, I was too. I'm just saying that was what I wondered, though. I'm like, why didn't she? But like I said, at the same time, she assumed they were coming with her, so
yeah,
she really
probably.
didn't anybody. So, Joey says, knowing the ghosts before they were ghosts would probably make the person question what they saw more. It would.
Mm-hmm.
It would. But I would have liked if it was
maybe some people would know because Rhonda's musical partner made that hit song.
Yeah.
About her. They might not know her in a good way.
Well, either way, they could be somebody related to Quinn, though, too. I think that would be, to me, would be interesting. All right. So her necklace is glowing. The scar, the door, whatever the hell you want to call it, is open. Oh, and Simon, I don't think we actually said Simon remembered who he was. I think we kind of glossed over that. Whenever they jumped back through the window and she held his face and he saw all those things, he did finally remember who he was.
So everybody but his parents. Yeah.
All right. So there is the door with the big ass exit sign over it. They all should have ran through it once. We should have been like, let's hold hands and go through together.
Yeah,
they weren't that smart.
What? Sorry, what, Scarlet?
They weren't that smart.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know.
They thought they had more time.
They did.
Cliche.
They didn't know it was occupation 2, and that's it.
Yeah. So unfortunately, only Maddie and Simon go through. Maddie falls, Simon falls. I love the way they do those visuals. And then there's like from the credits or whatever, the way she's falling.
They try to get touch hands.
Yeah. I kind of think it would be interesting, like if some of it and part of it's connected with like maybe the fact that and I don't know that that's the case, but I think it would be interesting if like maybe the fact that her scar moves and stuff is because of her, like it's a compass so she can find her,
Yeah. Get it.
I wonder if that door was just an exit because technically they're not really ghosts, right? Simon's still alive and her body's still out there, but there's no body for anybody else to return back to. So maybe that's just not their door. I wonder if that's the reason why they couldn't go through, because they have a different door that'll take them back to like the school, the library. That wasn't their door because that was a door just to get from like the ghost world back to the living worlds. And that's not the same as the other ghosts need. Like they need their spirit to like actually go back through to a body, not just to another dimension.
The thing is, though, the door shut before they could try.
That's true. Like
fate decided.
Yeah. Wally and Maddie's dad are stuck together till they figure this out. I hope they get along. Well, I don't think he saw her make out with him, so he may not even know yet. They've got an
or they might get along like bros. You never know.
I never know, but no, they've got an interesting conversation coming, right?
Yes.
Funny.
It's a cool
All right.
show.
So Maddie woke up. Okay, so now he's not, in her mother yet, because he's still in what's her face?
I thought you knew. I thought you knew, Jamie.
Hunter Price. I lost it for a second. Hunter Price. All right. So there. She's like, she had to leave him there. She couldn't take him with her. And then she's like, where's Simon? It's interesting. They came back in different places, but they probably came back where they left their body, I guess. Although his body had disappeared, right? Like nobody could find his body. So I would have liked some kind of.
I didn't know if he had his body. I thought he had his body with him.
Oh, that's right. So he probably just popped out the same place then. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, I wasn't sure when they came back if he was going to.
No. They did say he had his body, and that was his body, because that's why he was able to be cut and everything else. So you're right.
Yeah, but right. I didn't know if he would come back. Right,
Yeah.
There.
Well, we're assuming he did. All
right.
right.
Everybody ends up different places. I didn't know he'd end up around here.
Yeah, who knows? All right. So there's Hunter Price coming back.
Yeah.
And Also, I just thought of something, and again, this is me nitpicking little things that I'm just like pulling apart threads that I shouldn't pull apart. But what school has one fire alarm? I'm just saying, like.
Well, I mean, she hit all the other ones off camera.
Yeah, okay. That's the economy.
I thought you were gonna say, how did they get to the school so fast? They drove and they skipped all the stop signs like Nicole does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She came from her house, huh?
They got there pretty fast.
Yeah.
Well, I think they had been. Yeah, Nicole called. I didn't get a picture of it, but Nicole called Xavier and told him. All right, so they're like, we know who you are, and I kind of at this point is like, why are you antagonizing him? Like, he's going to do something bad.
So they can have the scripting monologue, Jamie.
No, I know. But part of me is like, dude, you hate her. If he's going to steal somebody's body, like, isn't she the best one to let him steal for now and then figure it out later? That's I'm awful, but that's what I was thinking. Like, just let him go, man.
Jennifer Tilly needs her moment, but this guy also is pretty good too. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I love his facial hair. He's got amazing facial hair.
He does. They did a good job with that. Well, assuming it's not really his facial hair, it's probably put on.
Oh, so. Fake or real, it looks great.
It looks good. All right, so they're like, we're not going to let you go. He's like, I'm going to hurt you, and he threatens them, and yeah. And then Simon comes up. I don't have a picture of it, but Simon comes up, whacks her in the back of the head, and it knocks out Van. I want to call him Van Dyke. Van Height knocks out we're assuming knocks out Van Height, knocks out her, and it knocks out Van Height. I mean, it could have thrown him out of her, thrown her out of her. I don't know. I kind of thought at that moment, like, why doesn't he jump into one of them? I was actually surprised he didn't. But no, he does not. He's knocked out, whatever. Maybe he's not able to jump into anybody right now. We don't know, but he disappears at the moment. Because look, I don't think they were really, don't you agree? Like, they weren't supposed to really be able to see him, right? I think that was just for our benefit.
Yeah, it was for funds.
Okay, so we don't really know is my point.
It's for the people that couldn't figure it out.
Okay, well, and let the actor have some more.
But also that dude has great facial hair and acted really well, so that was cool.
Yeah,
I'm
some time to shine.
Yeah, no, I'm just making the point that, like, since they can't really see him, they don't really know what happened.
It's like what they did with Martin and Janet when they were in Maddie's body and Mr. Anderson's body. They had standing as their inside characters and then their outside characters. So people can follow along. And it's also aesthetically interesting.
Totally,
the way to show it.
No, it's cool.
Show and not tell. If you're telling all the time, you got to show sometimes.
Yes.
No, my point was just that since they can't actually see him, they don't really know what knocking him out did. Like, did it knock him out of the body? Did he decide to leave? Like, we just don't know.
We don't know.
We didn't see it. Yes, that's what I was saying, B. You're right. All right, so she sees Simon, she hugs him, she's happy, he's happy, everybody's happy, they're back, yay! And yes, the fact they brought Simon back before the end of the season, I think was very important and did give it a sort of quasi-happy ending, which we said at the beginning. I agree with that. And then we see them trying to put out the fire, and there's Xavier with his father, which was cool. Again, would have maybe been a little cooler if he was at the meeting, but still cool. And then we see Hunter Price not only being taken away, but being taken away in handcuffs, which I didn't notice until now. Okay, so do you feel bad for her? How do you feel about this? No?
No.
Because she's probably going to go to prison for something she didn't do. So there's still part of me that's kind of like, okay, she was a crazy bitch, but she didn't do that.
She's got some problems, but I think her soul's also away from her body, so she's got to do that first.
Right.
Yeah, get it back. But, like, what are they going to do with the body? I mean, if they think she's dead, they're going to bury the body anyway.
Yeah, she might just be forgotten.
Well, would she be in a trance, like in that zombie trance-like state, like Maddie would? So they'd probably like institutionalize her into like an asylum or something.
Yeah, that's true. Maddie wasn't complete. Like, Maddie was in a trance. You're right. Like, she was still breathing or whatever. But this was a little different because this Van Height pushed her out of her body. So I assume this is more like, even though Janet was out of Maddie, or did maybe I'm wrong though, because Maddie had to chase her body, right? She didn't automatically go back in. Am I wrong?
No, Janet was in her body, and then she got
Right, but
exiled from her body, and her body was in an ambulance, and she had to jump into her body before.
that's what I mean. She didn't automatically go back to her body. So that's what I'm saying. She
Right.
probably she has to be there and doesn't know where she's at. So yeah, we don't know, where she's at. But my point is, since she was forced out of her body, I don't know whether they would think she's alive or not. But I guess they're like empty. Maybe you're right, because that's true. When Kyle was laying in the hospital, he was still alive. He just was empty. So yeah.
It feels like there's a time crunch, but nobody will really say how long that time crunch is.
Yeah.
Like, you better get in there.
Yeah. Now, it could be any amount they need it to be that works, right?
Yeah.
We'll find out. So. Yeah. All righty. Here, give me one. I need to turn my camera off for 1 second if I can find it. All right. So, she is talking to them, telling them what happened, and saying that she might not see them for a little bit. And they're like, well, we'll still be here. We can't go anywhere. I think that should have right then, which I didn't notice, but that should have been a clue right then, right?
Yep. Not going anywhere.
Season 4.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, that should have been a clue to us that something was going to happen. But, I did not. I guess I just didn't notice it. But now I'm kind of like, should have noticed it, right? Should have.
We're not going anywhere until we realize we can cross over that border.
Yeah, then where do we go? Yeah.
It's probably good that Yuri needed that smoke.
Yeah.
Sure is. So, whoops. Yeah, there I am. All right. Well, yeah, she's gonna come back. School's closed for a little bit, so I got some time. And then this is where, he's like, I'm going to get a smoke. They're just kind of talking. Quinn says she's tired. She's sleepy. She could take a nap, something like that.
That was interesting, too.
I didn't think they got sleepy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
we're so tired.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jenn.
I was just going to say, does that mean, do you think then that it's more just that they can cross the barrier? Or is there something else?
I think it's something else, because I didn't think they could sleep. So to have her go say, I'm so tired I could sleep, is very interesting. What's happening there?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, but that would be interesting. It wasn't like they went, like I could see maybe if they went through the door, but they didn't. So we really don't know. That's the next season. It's going to be a bunch of people separated from their bodies, and Maddie's going to have to help them find their way back. It might be. Look, we got Maddie.
Like Olivia and Maddie had to team up to find their respective mom's souls.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's cool because it's something different. They had Maddie, then they had Simon, and now they have some other people. But either way, he is going to go get the smoke, and Charlie's like, take the shortcut. So he's going to walk out the edge of the school, so he gets thrown back into where he died, I guess is the quick way there. And he steps over the line, and they're all like, got their what the fuck faces, like, what is going on? So sorry. So I just have to say, like, I totally called this, but in a different way, because I said that I thought that they were going to find out because of Maddie's moving scar that they could go off the premises because they were going to go, into her scar, and then she'd move and they could go wherever. Because I thought that was how Van Height traveled. We still don't really know how Van Height traveled.
Right.
But yeah, they're still able to move. And I think that is a really bold and interesting thing to make for next season, to change it up. It keeps it interesting. I mean, it is still school spirits, so I'm assuming they're still going to come back to school, but maybe they don't have
still got senior year. I guess they got a semester left.
Yeah, well, Maddie's
like college spirits.
Well, but that's like, yeah, it could be, but that's the thing too. Like, it might be maybe they're coming back because they're helping Maddie and Liv or whatever, like and Simon or whatever. Like, they're going to come back to help whatever's going on. I'm guessing because they will come back, but I think it's cool that they can leave. But again, we don't know how far.
We don't know how far.
Before, we don't know how far. All right. So then we go to Maddie, who is seeing Wally, she thinks, and she flips out there. So let's see. Lurker, third shift lurker. You think maybe they're all turning more human from going through the library portal a bunch of times? People are going to be able to see them now. That would be really cool. I don't know. What do you think about that? I think it'd be cool. I don't know that it makes sense, but I think it'd be cool. But I don't know.
Well, they have need sleep. If they need sleep, and they're becoming a little bit more human.
They could be getting more human, but they don't have an actual body, so I don't think they'll ever get completely human. That's for sure, because they don't have a body.
People might be able to see them a little bit, like.
Yeah, that would be cool though. Yeah, maybe they're more like ghosts that can scare people now, right? They can have some fun with it.
Maybe that border that they broke has to do with like just breaking that veil, so that brings that veil makes it even thinner, so they're starting to feel more of their human traits or things. So
that makes sense. Or maybe it's moved. Like maybe wouldn't it be interesting? And I don't know that I want this to happen, but I'm saying, what if they try to go someplace else and now like maybe it's more that it's shifted and maybe they can't go back to another part of the school or something, as opposed to like they can go anywhere or they can go as distance. That's also a possibility. I don't know that is what they're going to do, but it's a possibility. But either way, they're out and about because there is no school, because it half burnt down, and they're going to see, I didn't take a picture, but they're going to see Dawn. I think it's Dawn of the Dead, isn't it? Is it Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead? Or Night of the Living Dead? I don't remember.
It's Night of the Living Dead. It's on the marquee.
I was thinking Day of the Dead because of the title, Dawn of the Dead. I was thinking of Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead. It would have been more funny.
There was zombies in this, but not the way.
There was zombies, but I think it would have made much more sense if they went to see Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead. I think. It would have made more sense and been
but
funnier. But they didn't. No, I think it was.
They like the classics. They like the OG.
Right, I'm trying to hold on one sec. I was gonna see if I could get it. It was at the end. I don't know if it actually. It says it here somewhere. It shows that. Oh, there it is. Night of the Living Dead. It says now playing. Yeah, it's Night of the Living Dead. All right, so they're going out to have some fun. And it will probably take a second.
I'm surprised they still like horror movies.
Yeah. But I did like, you're right. But I did like what they say here. He said that that they'll figure it out. But the school's closed, so let's take our mind off matters of life and death and see a movie about death.
Yeah. But then she said that guy looked like Wally, but it wasn't Wally.
Right. There's the picture. So yeah, they're gonna hopefully chill and feel a little better and quit thinking about all that. But they do have a conversation. What do they have? They say something about. Oh, I guess it was just about her thinking she saw him. He's just saying they need to take some time and chill out. All right, and then this
is a living boyfriend.
Yeah, she needs to get a living boyfriend. And then here's her mother. And she's like
cleaning the cleaver. You didn't have a shot of her cleaning the cleaver.
No, I don't have a shot of her cleaning the cleaver. That's what she's
I was just like, why she that cleaver? Oh, now I know why she's cleaning that cleaver.
Yeah,
gonna cleave Maddie in her sleeve.
Seriously,
might be gonna. All right, so Maddie doesn't know, but she says dear in a really creepy way too. She's like, yes, dear, or something like that. And then she takes the ring off or messes with the ring, and we know that it is Van Height. So yeah, there we go. All right, so before we do the trivia, let's talk. What do you got, like predictions? What do you think, or what do you want to see for next season?
I want to see Paranormal Investigation now that I think about it, because everybody saw Rhonda and Quinn. There's got to be a group of paranormal investigators that are going to be at the school.
Or even
that would be really cool.
The school that are trying to figure it out, even maybe.
Yeah.
But that would be cool. I think I said before, I think we're gonna see Olivia team up with the others to find her mother. And I think it's gonna
find their mom's souls.
Yeah, and it's gonna force Hunter Price too to maybe be a better person if she wants their help, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Joey says, I think Charlie and Yuri are going to be at the movie theater on a date when Maddie and Simon walk in and get very surprised, and that's the beginning of the season. Oh, and you
Yeah. Well, I
that
thought I actually kind of thought the opposite. I thought that Quinn and Rhonda would be in the cafe listening to music.
okay, same thing, but yeah, maybe they're going to
Yeah.
see some of them. I guess the more interesting thing about that is the fact not just that they could move, but also that they could see them. Unless somebody died in that area, they shouldn't be able to, right? So that would maybe.
Oh wow! Well, just people have died everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's true. But no, but I mean, if they were more solid or something, maybe the reason they're seeing them, are they more human, or is it just somebody died there and now they can see? I don't know, but yes, that would be a really cool cold open for the season premiere.
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome. It's been 3 days. See, the reason I don't think the border's that far away is it's been 3 days and none of the ghosts have kind of gone into town, I guess.
We don't know that.
They didn't walk over to the theater and see like Simon and Maddie there and like, hey, or go to our house like, hey, we're here now.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just say you're right. It's been 3 days, but I think we just didn't see that yet. But you know what could be interesting too? Now I feel like maybe we should go back through that and like see if there's anybody in the background, you know, like putting one of them in the background and we just like didn't notice it. Probably isn't, but I'm just saying like it would make sense. I'm like scanning through. I'm like, is there anybody? We don't know. We can't tell.
Well, almost swallowed, but not.
Oh no, I thought she isn't. I thought she had blood on her. She didn't. So yeah. All right. Well, either way, that is the end. They can have a fun American Werewolf in London moment. Does that have to do with the movie theater?
Oh yeah, I know what he's talking about.
I've seen that, but it's been forever since I've seen it. So
no, because it's Dead Friends in the movie theater. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've watched it a lot of times. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I want to see more. That's all I got to say. I want to see more. I really regret that to be ready for this show that I skipped watching the ones I missed and just watched the recaps. I really do. I wish I had gone back, and it's my fault. You guys told me, and I'm an idiot, and I know this. I really wish I had gone back and watched the rest of season 1 and season 2, because I feel like now I can do it, but it's kind of not the same because now there's no more for now, you know? Right. But I guess at least if I do it, I'll be prepared for, a season 4, which we hopefully will get. I don't know. I mean, I think Paramount, as far as I know, is pretty good about renewing things, but I don't know. I just wonder if the whole merger thing is going to screw things up, that could become.
Sometimes it does. Yeah.
An issue. It definitely could become
But it is original. It is a Paramount original, so that might.
Yeah, well, could be a good thing then.
Yeah. Yellow Jacket, not so much.
Yeah. Well, that's a Showtime show, so it's a little different.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're getting out in Dodge.
I'm telling everybody that we're going to start trivia so everybody knows in case they want to join us. All right. Now. All right. Well, anything else before we move on to trivia? I'm trying to think if there's anything else to comment on before that. I just think it's really cool that they change it up every season, that they've done something.
Do you think there's an air world, like they had fire and earth, and there's going to be yet another dimension, like they just can't get out, or do you think across the river is the last hop?
Maybe when they cross over, they float.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just don't love that they're not, like, we thought this whole time they passed over and like they are crossed over and they didn't.
Just out of one purgatory into another purgatory.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was happy in a way that they got to move on, and it's like now they never get to move on. Like, why are they stuck?
There's just another purgatory.
But why are they stuck there? Did they do something bad, or is it just because they're not ready? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Or is that just how a soul travels? Because now I think with the afterlife, I'm like, wow, it's so complicated.
Well, maybe they were just supposed to go directly through a door, and instead they all walked around the woods and got lost. I mean,
yeah, they all followed Dawn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dawn took a long way.
Yeah, just took a long way around. All right. Well, unless you guys have anything else to add, I guess we can move on to trivia. I didn't end up having time to write more. We have, I think, 26 questions because I added one as far as we have one that I added. The rest are all used. Sorry about that. I saw a couple of them, but most of them I just copied and pasted, because what I do is you can import them into into the PowerPoint. I designed a PowerPoint kind of, and then I jumped them in there. But we'll do that. But before we do that, I just want to remind everybody, please like the video, hype it if you can, subscribe to SciFi Vision. Make sure that you check out our video tab for more interviews and our live tab for all our previous lives, including the interview with Principal Hartman, who plays, Principal Hartman, played by Alex Zahara. I can't talk. That interview with.
You know what? One thing about him, and I forgot to say this, is I thought Van Height went into him because Principal Hartman said, maybe we should burn the school down when he came out.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, Van Height's definitely in him, right? And then it wasn't.
Yeah, they probably wanted you to think that, but I think that was just meant to be a flippant, moment, like, oh, like this is crap, But yeah, that was cool. But anyway, people can watch that in the live. We also seem, if everything goes according to plan, to be having 2 more spotlight shows coming. Although these have there's been a lot of back and forth because I know the one that was supposed to happen, I don't know what's going on with that. The other one, it seems like it's gonna happen. And then there's a new one that seems like it's gonna happen. They're both Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then I'm gonna start, trying to get some more, maybe some other shows. And then pretty soon, From's gonna be coming up too. So we'll be having them soon. So yeah, make sure you check all that out. Joey says it's one of the most successful shows, but mergers kill shows easy because they want to show that they could do their own thing.
Yeah.
See, I watch it through Prime, and it's always like it went from the number 8 most viewed streamed show to number 1 for a while, and then it kind of edged back to 8 again. But it's really popular.
Yeah. I know it's hard to tell, and a lot of shows get like so many seasons, and then they just don't get to explore the rest. I hope it comes back. We'll just think positive.
It seems like they optimistically thought there was going to be an episode 4 the way they ended this.
Season 4. Yeah, they did end it on a cliffhanger, but they also ended it on a cliffhanger that, like we said earlier, isn't a super bad cliffhanger. Like it was kind of happy ending. So they might have done it that way because it could go either way. It's hard to know.
My mom of a cleaver is a happy ending. Like my mom's going to cleave me in my sleep.
No,
that's a happy ending.
But Simon got back. She got back.
Well, he's gonna get cleaved.
Simon got back. She got Maddie got back. So.
All
right, let us move on to trivia now. Hold on, I'm gonna switch this. Now we're all gonna disappear because I got a full screen, so everybody can see trivia this time, nice and big. So yeah, we're gonna disappear for a little bit here, but I'm gonna put it on the scene here.
Oh, like ghosts.
Yeah, like ghosts.
Jen's not disappearing for me.
There we go. See, I made it look like the background. Oh, it's one of my. Whoops,
nice.
You gotta take it.
Wait, I'm still there. Take me down.
Wait, yeah, why are you still there? Hold on.
Take me down.
Hold on. Because that is the only
the exit door.
There we go. It was on the. It's because I had to switch it back to the other.
I had to get my key.
All right, there we go. So, everybody, what we're going to do for people who haven't done our trivia before, I will give everybody a chance to hopefully answer. If I go too fast, too slow, please let me know. Just put your answer in the chat, and if it seems like you're playing, we'll try to give you a chance to answer, and then we'll do the answers. So yeah, Scarlet obviously wrote these, so she knows the answers. Like I said, I've seen some of them, but not all of them, and Jenn has not seen them. So
yeah, I don't do multiple choice, man.
That's okay. I figured out it still imports into PowerPoint, so it's all good. As long as I could import it, I was happy. I just didn't want to type them one by one. I was like, I'm not typing that. I didn't have the time. Thankfully, I didn't have to.
Yeah.
All right.
I was doing it at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, no, I can't make multiple choice right now.
That's okay. I still appreciate you doing it. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. What was the name of Split River before it became Split River? I don't know the answer to this, but what do you guys think? What was the name of Split River before it became Split River? Do you have any idea, Jenn? If you do, don't.
I did. I put it in the chat.
You put it in the chat. Okay.
Nice. Yay.
What do you guys
Joey,
think?
you got an answer?
I was gonna say, do you guys agree? Do you think Jenn's right? Since Jenn put it in the chat instead of
sorry.
You're supposed to wait, you're a host. No, it's okay. Just that way, give them a chance to answer too. Although
I was excited, I knew it.
I was gonna say though, since you don't know the questions, you could be wrong too. We don't know.
Should be
Yeah,
wrong.
anybody else? I don't know. I don't know if people are playing. Nobody's putting anything out. Nobody else is putting in the chat.
It's too early.
I guess there's not a lot of people on YouTube.
I think Joey went to sleep.
No, Joey.
Stirring the bell?
Oh, yeah. Where's your goat noise?
Oh, I got it right here, right?
B. I love this. B says unsplit river. Oh, that's great, B. I agree. No. Lurker agrees that I'm assuming means that it's split still water as opposed to agrees with Jenn the teacher. With Jenn, I don't know.
It's very good.
But yeah, unsplit river. I like that. All right. Give everybody a couple seconds. And like I said, guys, if I'm going too fast, please tell me. I just kind of guess. I don't really time it. So if you feel like you're not getting a chance to type your answer, please tell me. But I'm assuming, yeah, Joey hasn't answered. So maybe Joey isn't playing. We'll see if he starts answering, then we will go down. All right. And the answer is still water. You are correct. And I got to turn off my heater. I'm boiling. Okay. Now, number 2. Whoops. What is the Split River mascot? Oh, everything else is kind of a sad button. The mom with the cleavers. I think Joey's maybe a little behind. Maybe the feed might be a little bit behind. I don't know. I know sometimes it happens. It might depend.
Because he's talking about cleaver, so
that's why I'm wondering. Everything else kind of set up in the moment.
And you get a cleaver, and you get a cleaver, and you get a cleaver.
Yep.
Cleaved.
All right. What is the Split River mascot, guys? What is a split? See, I like multiple choice because I generally don't know the answers. So like, to me, it makes it easier. And I'm like, no, I think I do know. Well, no, maybe that ain't a mascot though. Okay. What I was going to say is, I don't think it's a mascot. So I don't actually know the answer. I don't know the details. I don't remember the details. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, a key, but that's not a mascot. That's a symbol. That's not a mascot.
Right.
It could be though.
It could be.
Teams do have, like, the power or the what else?
What are they? They're going to dress up like a key though. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Current mascot or previous mascot? I don't know. Scarlet, current mascot or previous mascot?
Current mascot, because the next question is previous mascot.
Okay, well, then current mascot now.
So keep that in your pocket, Joey.
All right, current mascot then. What is the current mascot? I will say then I don't know. I think it could have been a tiger, but I know is joking, so I have no idea. And it's just making me think that. That doesn't mean it is. I don't know. I suck at these trivias. I enjoy doing them, but I suck at them, especially with no multiple choice. All right, answers in the chat. I was waiting, seeing if you guys are going to put the bandits before it was the... Okay, so third lurker says... It's the bandits, I guess. Jenn says the bandits. All right. I was going to ask you out loud, but that's fine. Jenn says the bandits. All right. I will go with Jenn because I don't know. So I'm going to say you're probably right. Okay. And the answer is, the bandits. You are correct. Bandits. All right. What was the Split River mascot before? Okay. And I think we know the answer to that now. Or we can guess. Since lurker posted both, which is okay, but I'm gonna guess that's what it is. So anybody else have a guess? Okay, you say Blue Devil.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I have something to say after this.
Okay. All right. Well, since we kind of already had the answer to that, we'll put it out. Devils. All right.
This is why I had it in bingo that Hunter Price may not be what she seems. I thought she was going to turn into a demon or a devil because her mascot is devil. And like devils, they make a lot of agreements. They have contracts. And I thought, maybe she is the devil, maybe.
That was definitely a lost opportunity by the writers. That would have been really good.
That is lost opportunity.
That lost opportunity from the writers.
It would have been cool. All right. I'm trying. Do you guys think I'm going at the right speed? We only have 25. It's kind of like balance because I don't want it to go too fast, but I don't want us to be here for hours like we are sometimes. So
I think it's fine.
We're good.
Speed. Oh, yeah. That was my fault. Pretend you didn't see that. What was the name of the high school group Xavier and Nicole make up when they try to get Simon's suspension letter? Pretend you didn't see the answer.
Oh, did you show the answer?
I accidentally clicked the wrong screen. I'm sorry. That's 100% my fault. But I did it really quick.
I didn't see it.
Okay, I did it really, really quick, so people might not have seen it. What was the name of the high school group Xavier and Nicole make up when they try to get Simon's suspension letter? And that stinks because I actually kind of remember part of it, but oh well.
Well, I was trying to do a lot of season 3 ones for you, Jamie, and not dig too far back in the previous.
Yeah, that
seasons.
one I knew. I didn't know the mascot, but I did know this. Or at least I remember part of it.
I don't know actually. And I
Okay,
saw
good.
you put up the answer, but I closed my eyes really quick because I knew that it's an answer, and I have no idea. Now I wish I would have left my eyes open.
Okay, B doesn't know. What is legal? One is not so. One is legal. One is not so legal. Something funny. Okay, I'll say what I thought, or I would have said before I saw it. I was going to say grave robbers, but I think it's grave robbers or something else. It said, didn't it? Which I'm guessing is what Joey's talking about. There's 2 answers. So
there's 2 answers.
All right, grave robbing or grave rubbing. See, I wasn't even exact. I saw it and didn't. Grave robbing group. I thought it was grave rubbing.
It was grave robbing first, but then Nicole says grave robbing.
Yeah, she changed it.
Yeah.
All right. What are the names of the ghosts that don't want to participate in our gang? You know, you guys have said that multiple times on the show, but
it's also mentioned in this season.
Well, yeah, but it's mentioned in passing. I told you I'm not good at these. What do you guys in the chat?
One of them is my sweet, and I found out it's called 80s Punk Party Girl. She's my favorite. She's the one that's in Leopard.
In Leopard.
I want to know her story.
Because grave robbing, we got them in trouble. We've got them in trouble. That's true. They can't grave rob. It's not going to be called that, though, even if they don't, you know. All right. What are the names of the ghost people? I don't know what you were saying, but it sounded like you said my sweet. So I have a guess that probably isn't right. I don't know if you were alluding to it or not, but.
What now? What did I say?
Maybe I don't know if I heard you right. You said my sweet something, so I thought
my
maybe
sweet 80s punk party girl that's in the Leopard.
Oh no, but I thought never mind. Don't listen to what I said. I misunderstood what you said. All right. Any guesses in the chat? And then Jen can answer, but let's give everybody a little chance here. I love the list of names of ghosts that we have nothing to do with when they wanted to talk to everybody. There's so many. Well, it's so they can add people later, I think, too. It gives them that ability. The others, yes, the others. That is the correct answer, the others. I don't even remember the names of the main characters. You sound like maybe.
I feel like the red shirts. I always have to speak for the red shirts in every show.
No, yeah, I know you do like them. Okay, Jen, do you have an answer?
I know the one was Elliot and Elliot and Fern or something with an F. Fern. And those are the only 2. There's another one though that I can't remember. I think it starts with like an N or an M.
I think it might be my 80s punk party princess.
Right, because when we did the recap, the very first episode that we did, I looked them up. So I remembered Elliot and then like Fernie or something like that. Ferguson, right. And then there's another one with an M, and I don't remember her name.
It doesn't have an M.
It doesn't have an M.
Okay, so then I just remember Elliot and Fern or Fergie.
Fern, Elliot, and Sarah.
I sent you a picture. I think
Sarah.
They're at that 80. I think they're at that party or that reunion.
They're at the. Yes, they are. And I was always wondered what the third one's name was. I was like, I can't remember that one's name for nothing. I don't know why. Sarah. I should remember that from too.
Yeah, I should remember that from. Okay, what year did the bus crash happen? Shit, this I should know.
Oh shit.
It wasn't that long ago. Who was the roller skater on the roof?
I think that's Fern.
Is that Fern?
Isn't that Fern? That's the roller skater on the roof.
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know.
I think it's mentioned briefly.
No, you're asking Jen, not me. As you know, I don't know the answer to that.
I wish they would have had Fern on the roof, like throwing them off. That would have been kind of funny. But I know budget, economy. They got economy. I know. They don't make they don't have a budget on the show that's really, outstanding. I'm sure.
Well, they had a roller skater on the roof, though. That was pretty cool. It sounds like I just don't remember seeing it, but it was cool.
No, they never show it.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant they actually. Okay, sorry, I should have known that.
No, it's just a story.
I see. All right. What year did the bus crash happen? What year?
Do you want me to say it or put it in the chat?
Give everybody a second, and then you can. Then I don't care. That doesn't matter. B says 2010. Yeah, I think it was 2000s, but beyond that, I don't. It was Joey says 2004. All
I
right.
like how he wrote it.
Yeah. All right. What do you think, Jenn?
2004. Yeah,
Okay.
2004.
Whoops. You are correct.
Yay.
Okay. All right. What is Wally's jersey number? Like, I was gonna say 56. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, you see it constantly.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. I notice details when I go back through to do what we do. I don't notice them on the first watch usually. This is why I do a little bit better because we've watched it so many times. Although to be fair, I watched this one twice because I watched it before it came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, that would be when Quinn died, Lurker. You'd be right. It would be when Quinn died. But yeah, I saw this one. And then I watched it again today. It had been, I don't know, what was it, a week or whatever? The day I was asking you guys questions, because I got the next one that day when I was asking you guys about stuff that day. All right. What is the jersey number? Any answers in the chat? Any answers?
It would be funny if Wally was in his football gear all the time.
Yeah, it would be. B says it's something I never registered consciously. That's fair. All right. What about
it'd be in the shin guards and the big like shoulder pad things?
Yeah, I can see why they didn't do that though. I can see why.
Distracting.
It would be. All right. Do Joey or Lurker, either of you have an answer? If not, we'll go to Jenn here and see if she knows it. He's Hines. He's Hines.
What?
I missed something there, Joey.
Yes,
Hines.
third shift.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. It's because.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's the Hines number.
Somebody who's obsessed with ketchup, you would think I would have known what that was about. It took me a second. I'm slow. It's 1:30 in the morning to be fair.
Yeah.
I use ketchup with everything, so I should know that. And also it's made in Pittsburgh, so I should know it also for that reason.
Oh, really?
I do know what you mean now. All right. Was that the answer, Jenn? What's the answer?
Yes,
I said
57.
I said 56, so I was close.
You were close.
I knew there was a 5 there somewhere. All right. What song does the beatnik play in the cafe Rhonda visits? Oh, geez.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh, you got me on that one, Scarlet.
I'm looking at the little screen. I'm like, oh, wait, I do remember now. Now that I see it, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I should have known that. I looked at it. I should have known that, man. I didn't know it, but I should have known it because I love that song, actually. So I should have known it.
You know what? I think Rhonda might have gotten with that girl, and that girl gave her her hat.
Oh, might have been.
Because she had the same hat, and I thought, well, maybe they hooked up, and she just gave him the hat. This is what you remember me by.
Oh, I think Beehive got it. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I love that song. That's a good song.
I'm going with what Beehive says.
B says the House of the Rising Sun. You're agreeing with that. Anybody else have a guess? We still got to do. I just remembered when I said about the ketchup. We really still got to do a day to do the trivia and stuff about us and do the million views party. We still haven't done. And I'm sorry, everybody, that we haven't. I do intend to do it. It's just there's been so much in my life right now going on that I just have not had time. But we do intend to eventually do it.
Well, I was going to get some channels around for a panel, but I knew both of you were going through a lot of stuff, so I wasn't going to get a bunch of guests on here.
Yeah, no, we do eventually need to do it, but we need to come together and kind of decide what we're going to do. But I'm going to see if I can maybe get some other people we've had on before maybe pop in. But yeah, I have to have time. I just have not, with everything going on, I have not had time. Yeah. All right, the correct answer is House of the Rising Sun, which I should have remembered. I love that song. All right. On what day does Maddie's dad give her the compass necklace? Oh, I know that one. That was an easy one because we just saw that. I was going to, when I was adding them, I was going to add something like what was on the necklace. And I thought that's too easy. But that was actually better what you asked because it was a little bit more difficult, but still kind of easy. But it's good. We want varying difficulties.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, when did Maddie give or when did Maddie's father give her the necklace? Halloween. I can't remember what years. What Joey says.
You don't need a year. That's fine.
Third look. Okay, B, lurker. Anybody else want to put their guess in the chat before I give it? I also wait a little bit too, just because people watching this not live, we want to give them a little bit of a chance in case they want. Although if you're watching this not live, you can pause it while you think. All right. What say you, Jen?
Doesn't he give it back on shit? Since in season 1, it's like school day. Wasn't it like the first day of school or something like that for her?
Oh my god.
I don't remember. I'm tired.
The one answer I know, she doesn't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember.
No, it's fine. I just think it's funny because it's one I actually know. This was this season, Jen. Where were you?
I was watching and I don't remember.
It's Halloween.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
To be fair, I probably remember it more because I was happy I was right about the compass. So that's, there's that.
Now that you say it, I remember it, but I'm like, couldn't think of it. I'm like, something with school, maybe. I don't remember.
Oh, it's okay.
Find your way through the holes of school, my dear.
What is the name of the movie Charlie and Simon are watching off of Simon's thumb drive? I remember what it was about. It was about psychic ability. I don't remember what it was called, but at least I remembered that. I guess that's a plus, right? Does that count?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I don't remember what it was called.
I can't find this movie free anywhere. I just want to watch it for free. I can't get it from the library.
I'm trying to remember the name. Holy shit.
I remember you guys talking about it, but that's all I remember.
I know, and I have it written down in my notes, and I don't want to go through my notes and check because I feel like that's cheating right now. I can't think of it. Shit.
You know what?
You just kind of lift up the notes a little bit.
You know what I was thinking we will be covering? We could do a rewatch of before it comes on is X-Files, but we did a rewatch not that long ago, and I don't know why. I think just the psychic thing, for whatever reason, made me think of that. But
it's going to be new X-Files?
Yes.
Really?
Ryan Coogler. Yes, you've not heard this. Well, I guess you weren't looking for the news, so maybe you didn't hear it.
I wasn't
Ryan.
No. I barely get Yellow Jackets news, and I like Yellow Jackets.
No, but Ryan
Coogler like, Molly Ringwald's going to be in Yellow Jackets. So I'm like, news to me.
I remember you saying that about it, Scarlet, but not the name of it. Yeah, I remember them talking about it, but I don't remember the name. Do you know, Joey? Oh, genuinely a tough question. Does that mean you're not sure, or does that mean it's just tough? What do you have an answer? And you said, Jen, you said you don't know?
Yeah, I don't remember. It's somewhere in my notes.
Any answers, Joey? I'm assuming tough question means you don't know the answer.
Yeah, I'm making these all levels.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's a hard one. I can't remember. And we talked about it. Shit.
We did. All right. And the answer is The Sender.
The Sender.
All right. Almost done, guys. All right. Or no, we're not. We're almost halfway done. At the Harvest Festival, what is on the card the girl draws at the tarot booth? Shit.
Shit.
I knew the answer to this. I want to say the only card I can think of right now is whatever of swords, and I don't think that's right, but I'm thinking of swords. But I'm just thinking of that because that's usually what the card is on shows when they have a tarot card. I don't.
Or it's death. It's just death.
Yeah, it's death or the King of Swords.
Or the devil. And it's like death.
Yeah, there's that a lot too. Yeah. Now I'm thinking of librarians. It was beginning of season 3, episode 5. All right. 2. I'm not sure what the 2 is about, but B says 2. I missed something. Death, maybe. It might be death. I think of like Queen of Swords or something like that. I don't know. That is a guess. All right. I guess
I'm just thinking about the movie Horror Express where it's like death card and a death card and a death card, even though there's 3 cards and there shouldn't be 3 death cards.
Yeah. It actually was making me think of Agatha all along for some reason. I mean, I know why for some there's tarot cards in it, but that's what it was making me think of. Did you see that, Scarlet?
I watch recaps because I didn't have the thing to watch it on, and now I do have the thing to watch it on, so I probably should. Because I'm I'm a Aubrey Plaza fan. Aubrey Plaza, that's my jam.
Yeah, no, I just wondered because I thought for some reason you did, but I know you don't necessarily watch Marvel. Well, I can think of the Hangman. Yeah, that's another card that's out there a lot. Oh, you got two of them. Okay, I see what B means. Got two answers. Okay. What would you had a guess, Jen? Did you have a guess? I can't remember if you had a guess. Hello, Jen.
Jen? Oh gosh,
Are you
she's
there?
asleep.
I guess so. All right, and the answer is a wand. All right, a wand. Interesting. All right. What is Mr. Martin's first name? Oh wait, I know this. Her mic died. I'm sorry. Wait, you're muted.
Type in
Maybe
the
I have
chat,
to
Jen.
unmute. I'm gonna unmute. It looks like you're muted. Let me try. Oh, can't unmute your guest because they chose to mute themselves. It's saying you muted it. Are you sure you didn't bump the mute button, Jen? There, now you have it open. It's showing it is open. And you're muted again. I don't know. Try going out of StreamYard and back in if it won't work. It might fix it. Sometimes it does. Mr. Martin's first shit. I knew this until I don't know. I'm blanking now. I did know this. And now I don't. The card that was pulled first was the card for New Beginnings. Interesting. I'm guessing the one they focused on was the wand.
Yeah, that's positive. Yeah.
All right. Martin's name. Yeah, I looked. Yeah, I knew it, but I couldn't remember what it was. All right. Well, Jen hopefully will come back. We'll let Jen back in once she gets back here. She what? Oh, there she is. Let me hold on.
She put her answer in the inner chat. She's right. Her answer is in the inner chat.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I don't know why it switched back to things again, though. That was weird. It switched. I think because you came in, it must be on dynamic or something. It popped back. Okay. Do you know? Okay. Joey says that's easy. Okay.
Yeah. That was easy.
Well,
I put it in our group
degrees,
chat.
Joey. There's varying degrees. There's some easy ones, some mid, some
no,
hard.
I knew it, but I couldn't think of it. Like I knew it. It's Everett, but I knew it, but forgot it. All right. What art is Nicole proficient at? These are,
or maybe not so much. Didn't get to college with it.
Yeah.
I definitely don't know this one.
Proficient enough.
Proficient enough.
But not enough to get into art school, if you know what I mean.
Let's see. I saw the answer, so I can't answer, but I probably would have known it, but since I saw it, I don't know for sure. But I probably would have.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna put it in our group chat. Because I remember something from earlier, but I didn't really consider that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, that's why I said I knew that one, but I didn't.
Okay, then it is that.
I'm not completed about the question. I just thought some of them just go, wow, that's tough, but I'm going, oh my God.
I mean, she's good at it, but not enough to get her into art school.
Right.
Proficient enough.
Yeah. Dude, I forget names of main characters too, B, so you're not the only one. Because if you watch me enough, you know that I'm too old. My brain's gotten shit as I've gotten older. I used to have a really good memory.
I was also trying to put in questions with all the characters.
No, that's good. Yeah. She makes a sound that I don't know about. I don't remember or have seen what you're talking about, so I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, that's her season. She does the newscasting. You know, the little like news things you have before homeroom, like a little newscast.
All right, fair enough. She does cartoons, but she doesn't really well. And she does photography, says Joey. You know, we never had them. Like I see them on TV, but we never had like where anybody else. Actually, we didn't have anybody read newscasts like that at school. We never had that at our school. I don't know.
We just started that recently.
We have people that just did audio, not video.
We didn't have any of that. All right. The answer is photography. All right. What ghost was Sandra's senior class in her senior class? I don't know who that is. So
I
don't know.
I think.
I don't know, because I don't know who Sandra is, so I don't have an answer to that.
Sandra's Maddie's mom.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't realize that was the name. Okay, I know the answer to it then. Sorry, I didn't realize that was, because I'm saying Sandra and you called her Sandra. That's why I'm looking at it and thinking. Okay. I know who it is. I ain't quite that bad. Now that I know who her mother is, I know the answer.
Oh, good point, Beehive. Good point, Beehive, about her mixing Simon's voice. Or yeah, that's really good point. I forgot you did that. Good job.
She should have gotten to school for that.
Yep.
Are these kids even gonna? Are they even gonna get into college at this point?
Oh Jesus!
Probably not. Probably not. All right. What ghost was in her senior class? Any answers, people? If I know the answer to this, now that I know who Sandra is, you all should know. Sorry, I didn't know what the name was. I mean, if you had written Maddie's mother, I would have said, "Oh, I know the answer." Okay, Joey says Charlie.
Chia.
What does B say?
Yes.
Wait, was it Charlie? B says. Okay, B guesses too. I say Charlie. And Jenn says
Charlie.
Okay.
Does anybody remember Charlie's last name?
No. No, that's what you guys, do you know now what I meant when you guys were asking me that? Because I was telling you, I'm like, I didn't recognize the last name, but I know why they said that, because that was why they said that, what you were telling me about the name being a reveal. But I don't know that I really, I don't know that I really considered that big of a reveal, though, to be honest.
Katani.
Katani, is that what was Katani?
Katani, yeah, Katani. Katani.
She was a senior, but I don't think he was the same time. I think he died a little younger. I don't know, but she knew him.
He was like a freshman, right? Or
something, but she knew him.
And she was a senior.
Okay.
Well, I think if somebody dies from like a peanut allergy, you remember.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing. I'm like, you remember when you remember the name, even if you weren't friends or in that same grade, you remember.
Yeah, you remember the event.
Yeah, I remember the event. I have two kids that I remember.
He died in the cafeteria. Like some kid died in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
You remember that the rest of your life.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He says, does anyone remember what year Sandra was a senior?
1994.
Ooh.
Yeah, Scarlet knows. Is Katani, I think that's actually the actor's mother's last name. And
it said it was influenced by his mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What was the name of the girl Yuri impregnated? Got pregnant. I don't know about your word. Impregnated.
I don't know how else to say it, man.
Got pregnant. That's like what I would have said. Who did he get pregnant?
Who did he knock up?
Yes, that works too.
I'm more classy, man.
There's only one reason why I know this.
Is it Jenn?
There's only one reason why I remember this name. I automatically made an association with it.
I'm looking at it and okay, never mind. Now I know why you said that.
I'm like, I know this.
Okay, yeah, I should have remembered that, but yeah, I've moved on. I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm just teasing. All right. Anybody have any guesses in the chat? Everybody's quiet in the chat. Everybody knows Charlie, but not who Yuri impregnated, huh? Who did he knock up, guys? Who did he knock up?
That's not Charlie.
It's not Charlie. That's a whole nother show.
I remember because that was a season in 94. All right. I guess nobody's going to guess. No guesses? No guesses? Waiting for guesses? Nobody's going to guess? Okay. And the answer is Julie.
Julie.
Hey, all right.
Storywalker Julie.
Exactly. Storywalker Julie.
Yes. What musical? Oh, it was on Quinn's shirt. Shit, I remember what's on Quinn's shirt. I know this, and I can't for the life of me think of what it is, but I know it because this wasn't that long ago. I don't know.
Quinn always has the shirt on.
I know, but I don't pay attention.
It's covered up though. some of the time.
Jesus
Yeah, I was
Christ,
gonna say, I'm sure it's usually covered up. I can't think.
Sometimes
Oh,
it's not.
That's I didn't know that was a musical. I'm looking at the answer. I didn't know that was a musical. Well, I mean, I guess if I think about it, it is. But like, you're saying musical. I didn't know it was like I'm assuming you mean like a stage musical, don't you? Or you just mean like a musical doesn't have to be.
A musical is a artwork
I know.
with songs in it.
Okay, well, when you
sing the
say that,
song.
I was thinking you meant like a stage musical. I guess is what I'm saying. Is
I
what
would have said stage musical.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And I'm sure there's stage productions of this.
There
And of
probably
things
is.
that have descended from it that are very popular.
Yes, there are very popular
And you can buy
musicals
Swifter.
that have descended from it, that are
characters.
prequels of it. That I know the answer to, but yes. Okay. I don't know. That's what was going through my brain. I don't know why I thought you meant like a play that they had or something.
I just want standard music.
If you had said what movie, I maybe wouldn't have like thought about it as much, I guess is my point.
Well,
You know what
I'm
it is?
assuming, okay, here's my logic. They're in a band. They're playing instruments. They're playing something. It is a musical. And that's what they're playing because that's what the advertisement on the shirt's all about.
Okay, okay.
Because the other band people have the same shirt. So you're right. It does occur in the high school. It's a band presentation.
All right, fair enough. Do you know what it is, Jen?
Nope, but I like what Beehive wrote, so I'm gonna go with that.
All right. B says guess or says cats, then changed it to Wizard of Oz.
I go with the Wizard of Oz.
And then Joey says, I remember a zombie shirt under the Carrie shirt. She had a musical shirt too. I got to think. I remember the Carrie thing vaguely. I remember the zombie shirt for sure.
Carrie was a musical.
Oh yeah, only recently though, right?
I just remember it's a blue shirt.
Yeah.
Everything's a musical nowadays. Like every movie's a musical, it seems.
I'm going with
we gotta watch. We need to have a watch party for Mr. Horrible. That's what I feel like watching is Mr. Horrible. I love that show. That show's awesome.
I've never seen it.
They have sing-alongs and steampunk cons for that.
Ooh.
Not surprised. It's awesome show.
All right, what's on this shirt?
Yeah, which also reminds me, there's all that Firefly stuff going around right now, all the rumors and everybody waiting to find out what? I don't know if it's been official.
What?
Okay, Nathan Fillion has been, I guess it has something to do with his podcast. I didn't see the part about his podcast, but he's been making like video clips on his social media of the different cast saying something's coming. And then I saw another thing today saying that they were making a new Firefly. I don't know if it was official news or it was part of the rumor, but supposedly before they were supposed to be making a Firefly. So I don't know if they're still doing it, but that would be awesome. Yes, I'm just calling it Dr. Horrible. Isn't that what I said, Dr. Horrible? I didn't say the whole thing. But yes, Dr. Horrible, sing along.
I knew what you were talking about.
No, I know. B was asking. Okay, so the answer is The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
All right. What was Dawn's key? What was Dawn's key? I'm guessing I know the answer to that. No, I don't know. Okay, I didn't know the answer to that. I was going to say by default because I thought it was something, but that didn't come from her then. Oh, I'm thinking, never mind. I'm thinking of Janet. I think what I'm thinking of, is Janet's key. At least I think it is. I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but.
Yeah, Quinn's shirt, not Maddie's shirt.
Yeah, that's why when you that's going to go get snacks. No, that's why when you said zombie shirt, I was thinking that's Maddie's, but I was like, I remember the shirt. All right, what is Dawn's key? I didn't know this because I didn't see this part. No. I was talking about.
Oh yeah, this is a little blowback to the first season, Jamie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. They should.
It's in the credit. It's in the credit sequence too.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't always 100% pay attention to the credits because I'm usually like rushing to get my notes up and trying to save it. I really, just as an aside of something I want to complain about, I do not understand why they changed the damn Word app on my iPad, because it used to be that when you exited out and you went back, it asked you to save it. Now, when you go back, when you hit the back button, it automatically closes it and saves it in a file that's called I don't know, remember what it's called, like Untitled or something like that, Draft, I don't know. But and I have like a list of like 50 some things that it keeps closing on me, because now I realize you have to like save it before you exit. Like even if you don't type, or you lose the whole thing unless you go back and look through it, and you have to like look at the date. It doesn't even go by date. You have to scan it to find the damn file. It's really annoying. In case anybody didn't get that from my complaints, it's really annoying. A joint. No, it's not a joint.
I don't like on iPads, the undo button by the spacebar always annoys crap out of me.
I don't know, but I use a physical keyboard.
I type really fast, and I lose words because I'm typing fast and not looking at what I'm typing, and I'm like, oh,
no, I get that. But I use a physical keyboard, so mine isn't near it, because I can't type on the screen.
Yeah, I have one of those. I just haven't hooked it up. I should hook it up. Probably be easier.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I've always been like that. I just can't. I need a keyboard. I think it's just because I've always typed so much on the computer. It's funny.
You can find the home row easier.
Yeah. Here's something that might eventually end up on our trivia if we ever do our trivia. I think I learned to type really fast. I mean, like I did take typing in school, but I think I learned to type really fast from Lost chat, because of when we used to talk during Lost, and like I would type when we were watching it, Karen and AJ and I and everybody else were watching it. Like I would type during the commercials, but I'd also type while it's on, when I'm not looking at it. I got really fast at that. And then that's why I used to live tweet all the conference calls we used to do when we did interviews, but then they don't do those now, so I don't do it that way. Anyway, that's something.
Mine's from eBay and writing stories with friends and books. You gotta type fast.
Well, that's probably a better reason, but
That's a good reason.
All right. The answer is a light bulb. Now, let me ask you, is the watch Janet's key?
I thought it was Mr. Martin's key.
I thought it was Mr. Martin's key.
Okay, so see, I didn't even have the right person, so forget what I said then. I thought that was
so
Janet's
in the beginning, key. I think Mr. Martin's Janet's key, but then what's after that key? She has to use something to get a different key, and I can't remember exactly what that is. I keep thinking it was the robe she got with her name on it, because she was going to go to, that lab coat, but I don't think it's
the lab coat that her grandmother gave her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that.
I think her key is Mr. Martin.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Who said she shot a man once? I know the answer to that one. That one I know. I know an answer. It's not often I know an answer, but I know an answer. You know the answer, Jen? Don't say it, but do you know the answer?
No, I don't.
You don't? Oh, interesting.
I think I do, but I could be wrong. I should say it that way. I'm not sure if it's the person I'm thinking of, because somebody popped into my mind the minute I saw the question, but I'm like, I don't really remember if that's who it is.
Fair enough. Joey's questions, her key was a light bulb. That is an odd key. Like I assumed it was something they had on them.
It could be her scar instead of her key. I could have got that messed up. It was early in the morning, Joey. Please forgive me if I got a scar and a key mixed up.
I don't know. I just am confused. You would carry a light bulb. I thought these were things they had on their person. That's why I'm confused by that. All right.
It connects to her scar, but you didn't watch that season, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Any guesses, guys? Any guesses? Who says she shot a man once? Any guesses in the chat?
Twice. Not twice, but
Not
once.
Twice. Once is enough.
Just for the experience.
Which is actually kind of funny, like this random thing. This person shot somebody.
I want to know that story.
Yeah, I want to know the story too. All right, no takers. Nobody has any answer. Maybe she was changing a light bulb. She might have been B. She might have been. All right. And what do you think it is, Jen?
I think it's Xavier, but I might be wrong.
Well, considering it says she, I'm going to say you're wrong.
Oh, yeah, there it goes. I didn't even read it that well that way.
Yeah, it's she.
I'm going to go with Nicole then.
All right.
I have no idea.
I love it.
No idea.
I'm sending you guys a private chat a second because I don't want to put it in the main chat, but I'm just telling you.
I'm going to talk a
Mr.
little
Mark.
bit about Dawn in a little bit, because Dawn's backstory was that she was made fun of by her friends, and they put her down so bad she went into a closet, and she didn't want them to see her in the room, and the light was on, and she turned a light bulb and she got electrocuted, and that's how she died.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
So that's
Okay.
connected to her scar and her key. It might be her scar though, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I think some people must be behind us because now
I
we're
think
getting
there's a lag.
If there's a lag, I'll try to go a little slower, guys. I'm sorry, because Joey Ann Lurker said the nurse. That is my answer, the nurse. And the answer is
Oh, that's right. The
Albert.
nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
no,
that.
I forgot all about the nurse in the elevator in the hospital.
Yeah. Yep. The one in the hospital. You're correct. All right. What does Diego feed declare? I don't know what it was called. I mean, whoa. What the hell did I do? Did you guys see that? I'm sorry. I hit the mouse button and it scrolled down. I don't know if anybody saw that. If you did, pretend you didn't. You guys talk a second about, I don't know, Diego. I'll be right back. Okay. I got to run a second. I will be right back.
Yeah, they really didn't show Diego at all in the final. I know he's in college, but I'm wondering if in the season 4, like him and Claire are going to be like official.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're cute together, but then it creates kind of like a weird thing with Nicole.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that uncommon.
If they're dating each other.
Yeah, I mean, it could be,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
not
I
that
probably stay
uncommon.
away from like my friend. Well, I mean, they're not really friends, though. I mean, they're not. I mean, they become friends, I guess. If it was close friends, I'd probably stay away from their siblings.
Yeah, I would stay away, but I'm just saying I would from the generation that I'm in. This younger generation, I feel like they just don't care.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
That's okay. What else?
I
would just be afraid about blowback if something happened. Like if I broke my friend's brother's heart, I'd probably never hear from. I'd probably break up with that friend.
Yeah, it would cause too much of a conflict like that. Absolutely, because then it just becomes awkward. Yeah,
very true. Sorry about that, guys.
No worries.
All right. Anybody know what does Diego feed declare? We'll give everybody a little bit since it seems like I'm going too fast.
Well, he doesn't directly feed her. He brings it to her in a bowl. He doesn't. Here's the tray. Here's the tray, Claire.
Say what it is. Does he actually say what it is that you know, or can you see it?
It's closed caption.
I know what it is.
Because it looked delicious, and I had to look
I make it. It's I'll explain it once you put the answer up because I know all about it. It's a Puerto Rican thing.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I was really hyped when that came up. I was like, yes, a little bit of our culture in there. Yeah. Anybody know what it is?
All right. Any guesses? All right, Jen, since you seem to know. Oh, wait. No, you're not wrong. I just think they ever made a character like the other ones. A lot of fiction books have it as a conflict. Friends dating their friends' siblings. That is true.
That is true.
It's the
it's a very high school thing to do.
It's the unavailable trope.
I'm just saying there's a lot of kids in school. You don't have to settle for somebody's sibling. Your friend.
That's true.
Maybe think about it.
But then if you get together and it works out, then they could be your sister-in-law. That could be a good thing.
Yeah,
right?
But if it doesn't work out and you break their heart, then it's going to be like you won't have a friend anymore.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Absolutely best. They'll just keep saying, "Oh yeah, remember you broke up with my brother."
All right.
He still cries about it.
Oh God, that's awful.
Yeah,
Diego's tears.
All right. Well, to be fair, I mean, does she even know that they're kind of like hanging out? I mean, not hanging out, but she don't know that they like each other. I don't think, does she?
I don't think it came out, right?
Yeah, no. But I don't know if she's oblivious to it.
That's true too.
Okay. All right, Jen, what do you think the answer is?
It's sancocho.
Okay.
So
I'm assuming that
So
sancocho.
sancocho is like it's a very thick stew that you make from different types of roots and plantains that you put in. So yuca and plátano and yauca, and you grind you put it in there and you boil it up like different types of potato and sweet potatoes that you put into the stew and carrots and corn. And then you can leave it just like that, or you actually put chunks of pork in it or beef. It's really thick, delicious, like
Yeah.
comfort food, like almost like a it's a thick stew, right? It's not really a soup, it's a thick stew. Almost as not as thick as chili, but along that line. It's like really hearty. It's like
Okay.
something you usually cook for like cold weather days.
Okay. Nope. All right.
What spices are in it, Jen?
So you definitely put sofrito, and sofrito is like this mixture that's got cilantro, bell peppers, onions, garlic, recao, a lot of oregano, garlic powder, and achote, and I'm missing something. Those are usually what you blend up all together, and then you
Yeah.
add that in there, and usually a little thyme and some salt and pepper.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
I wish I had a bowl of it right now.
And you make like a huge pot of it. There's no small
Yeah.
amount of it that you can make. It's like a huge, huge pot. It lasts for days. You can freeze it. Like I said, it's really thick. It's delicious. And it smells the house up like homemade mom's cooking.
What book was being studied in Mr. Figueroa's class?
Oh shit. That's Charlie's Crushes guy. I remember watching Fur.
Yeah, I
Hold
have
on, I
no
gotta
clue.
think.
Yeah, you didn't see the first season where
I gotta
Charlie had.
think. It was a while ago. I gotta think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have no clue.
Mm.
Jamie's got no clue. Jamie's got
It was
no
mentioned
clue.
season 1 and season 2, and probably every season. I mean, it hasn't really been that long of a timeline, has it?
It's all in the same school year, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I think it hasn't even been like, I think it's been a few months, maybe. I mean, it's not very long.
No.
A lot of shit's gone down.
Seriously.
You're weird.
They're all trying.
No.
They need therapy for life, man.
Are you
gonna come up with Jeopardy theme?
No, I don't know.
Little music to go with it.
Now she is. She is. Anybody have any guesses what book, was studied in Mr. Figueroa's class? Does anybody
remember?
have any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? Does anybody have any guesses? Any ideas at all?
I only mentioned him because the actor also plays adult Travis on Yellow Jackets.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I'm trying to remember what they assigned us in high school because around the same time. I have no idea what the Catch a Rise Big Deal. All right. Fair enough.
1984.
Yeah, Rye was a big deal in my high school, I guess, or middle school, one of those.
No, yes, it was a big deal in my school.
Okay. B says a Catcher in the Rye or To Kill a Mockingbird.
Those are good guesses. I read both of those in high school.
Yeah, it seems to be like really like
standard,
depending on what area of the country. Because I had a boyfriend in California who read The Good Earth. I never read The Good Earth, but read a ton of Steinbeck. And I barely read any Steinbeck. But Hemingway did do Stories of Michigan. So there's a whole bunch of Hemingway at my school in Michigan. So
I remember reading Steinbeck. I remember not liking it too. I'm glad you said that.
It was short.
All right. All right. I guess nobody's going to guess anything other than B. So, all right. You have a guess, Jen?
No, I have no clue. 1984.
Nope.
Good guess.
Yeah.
The Great Gatsby. Shit, I read that one too.
and they make fun of Maddie using The Great Gatsby, which
Mm.
I've told you guys before, I'm not a huge reader. Like, I'm more of a reader now than I used to be, but like, unless it's like fanfic or something, I'm generally not a huge reader. Probably
There's
because
got
I
great
don't.
Gatsby. There's got to be great Gatsby fanfic out there.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I think the thing is too is I don't watch what I read. Like, if I read sci-fi, I probably would read a lot. But like, I do not like reading sci-fi. Like, the only books I really read is if I read something that's like a sci-fi fantasy, like young adult, like of a Harry Potter type thing. That.
Yeah.
Or if I read a romance, otherwise, or like a paranormal romance. Otherwise, I really don't read all that much.
Twilight.
Because I remember this is funny. Well, not funny. I don't know if it's funny or bad, but I really wanted to take mythology in college, and I was going to take it. I went to the first class, and then like he gave us like this long list of books we had to read, like the Odyssey and stuff. And I went, okay, I'm not coming back, and I canceled the class. That was what happened. That was not going to happen. Jamie was not going to read that.
Did you ever see the movies of like the Iliad or the Odyssey?
No, I have not. But
there's a
I
new
was
one
not.
coming.
Is there?
Yeah,
The one that
The Nolan Odyssey.
Is that with Matt Damon? I think I've seen a preview of that. If you're talking about what
probably.
There was
a big player for Nolan.
There was one that came out in like the 90s, and it was like shown for like 2 hours on like Channel 4. It was like a special, and the main actor Armando Sante he used to live like in the town over from me. We used to see him every now and again out and about. It was kind of cool. And the Odyssey was like a big deal. They played it at the local college, and I went and I took the workshop about the thing for the day. My mom, because I was all about it.
I don't know.
You get anything signed?
No, I didn't. He was charging like $50 for his signature, and I was like, "No, I'm good. I just paid $50 for the workshop, and I came to the college to watch the show." I was like, "I'm okay. I don't need your signature."
Oh wait, what? Say that again. Who was it for? I missed the beginning of that. I think. Sorry.
It was Armando Sante. He's a actor, and he did the Odyssey, and it was like a big deal where I'm like in Orange County in New York, where I grew up, because it was like played in the college, and it was also a special. Like, remember that they would do like 2-hour specials, but it would run for like 3 or 4 weeks, so it would be like really an 8-hour or an 8-hour movie, but they would span it out like on Channel 4 or CBS or something. So they did this, and it was, I think, my junior year. So this is like 1997 or 1998. Then the movie came out somewhere around there, I believe. I could be off, but something like that. And he was an actor, and I see him all the time because he was in the town over from me. So when I signed up for the workshop and I wanted to go see it because I was like all excited and I was into like Greek mythology and all that, and I was getting ready to go to college, Scarlet had asked if I gotten his autograph because I went to see it, and he actually spoke about it and did like a live panel and all that while we were watching it. And he was charging $50 for an autograph, and this was like back in the 90s. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. At that time, $50 was like car insurance and like gas, and that went a long way. So
yeah, there was a con where it was $80 to get into, but then I'd also had to pay $80 to get a combined signature of Juliette Lewis and Courtney Eaton from Yellow Jackets. It's a little pricey.
That is right.
And then Courtney Eaton didn't even show up. She didn't even show up. So why am I even going?
Yes.
I don't know.
Then I had to pay $80 just for Juliette Lewis's.
That's actually not that bad. Usually the bigger stores are over 100 now.
Yeah, I know. They had whole groups. Like, you could get all the signatures from the people from Firefly in a group, like a group picture of all of them.
I remember when you went to conventions, they were either free or they were $5.
Yeah,
that's what.
Yeah, I know.
I'm old. All right. What movie do Wally and Maddie discuss and mimic? I know this one because you yelled at me because I hadn't seen it. That's the only reason I know it. Okay, guys, sorry. I didn't
have a little watch party or something. It's like The Sender, if I ever find it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's.
We have a bunch of zombie films. Night of the Living Dead. And
what movie do Wally and Maddie discuss and mimic? They are really expensive. I remember when they used to be free. I remember we went to a convention and I was getting, I don't remember what I was getting, probably X-Files or something. And my dad wanted Babylon 5, and this was when they didn't charge, and he went and got him and then found out after they charged, and he did not expect to spend money, and they didn't tell him that before he got the signatures. But which was rude, but it still was something like, I think $15. It was still really cheap compared to what it is now.
Yeah, most of the time I buy books and the author will sign a book for free.
Well, that's a little different.
I
But
go
yeah,
to
now they're
Comic
usually
Con.
over $100. I refuse. I won't. I think too, because I do interviews and stuff. I won't pay that now. The last time I bought an interview, and the only reason I paid for the interview was because I had David Duchovny sign the magazine that I was in with him. That's the
Nice.
only reason I did it.
Mm.
I wanted it signed, and then I never hung it up. I don't know why.
Wow.
Like I got it signed because I opened it up. Like I wasn't even. I hated to do it on the inside, but the spread's on the inside, so I had to open it.
Mhm.
And I was trying to tell him too, like about it. He didn't even really listen. Yeah. It's not go there. Well, you would think if you showed a picture in a magazine to somebody that was a spread and said, "Hey, this is when I met you," see that like that you would at least like respond. I thought it was like interesting. It's not something you see every day. It was like a 2-page spread from the
Yeah.
expose magazine. Like, really? But oh well.
What a
It
jerk.
was
Seriously.
I would have, but no, that was actually the first. More trivia. The first article I published was in a printed magazine, an expose. I don't even remember how that happened. I think I just wrote them and I'm like, hey, I went to the X-Files set. Do you want an article on it? And they're like, yeah. And then they paid me to write an article. That was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Hell yeah.
I was 17 at the time. Long time ago. Baby Jamie. All right. Somebody answered. The Lurker says Harold Maude. That's my answer, is Harold Maude.
That's mine.
All right.
I remember I had to look it up and everything because Scarlet had seen it and I don't remember it like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just remembered it because we had the conversation.
Right.
What person?
Well, they were cute. They were cute when they did this like line from it together.
Yeah. What person was? Did you go? I was going to say. I was thinking about it when Alex was here the other time. I don't even know if I explained to people. Like I was talking during the show about when I saw him at GateCon, and like I never even explained like what the hell I was talking about. I realized because we had said it like when we were talking before we started the show, and I was thinking, I wonder if people even knew what the hell I was talking about. I knew Alex because I had met him in Vancouver at a convention in like 2000. What did I say? 2005, 2004, and 2005, I think. So yeah. All right. What person was Nicole not to mention at Livia's party? I do not remember the name, but it's like maybe Jason, I feel like something like that. Maybe. I don't know. I know it, but it's like, I'm not sure. I'm going to guess Jason, but that's a guess. Do you know, Jen? Do you have a guess?
Now that you just said it, I'm confused.
No, I'm guessing. I have no clue. That's what I think.
Yeah, I know. I'm so tired right now. I'm trying to remember, but now that you're like Jake or Jason, I'm like Jake from State Farm is the first thing that popped into my mind. And then I was like, wait, no, School Spirits.
You can go
I was
to
like,
bed,
Jason,
Jen.
it's Jason. And I was like, wait, maybe it's Steve. Wait, that's Stranger Things. That's how tired I am right now.
No, I'm guessing. I guess I'm like really out of it that I don't always follow things that I should. Do you know the one that played Steve, that he's like a singer? I did not know that.
Yes, you didn't know that he was part of Doge. He's got a great.
No, I did not know this until I saw him on Graham Norton, and then they had him play the thing of him in the classroom. I'm like, hey, I know that song. I actually really like that song.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And the thing is, with what I do, I should know this stuff, but I didn't know it. But then again, I haven't really followed the kids in Stranger Things all that much, so. All right. It's funny. I follow like the TV and stuff, but I don't really follow personal lives of a lot of the stars. That's probably why. All right. Anybody have a guess? Lurker says yes, Jason. Was I right? I got one right, maybe. And the answer is Jason.
Jason.
Yay. All right.
And yes, she mentioned them, even though she didn't even meet them.
Yes.
It's funny that she assumed that other guy was him.
Here's one for you, Jamie. What did Maddie's mom? I didn't use Sandra.
What did Maddie's mom buy with Maddie's college fund money? I remember you saying this, but I don't remember what the hell it was. What did she buy with her college money? I don't know. Booze, probably. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna guess booze.
So much booze.
So much booze. That was a lot of booze. Maybe she got drugs too. That would make a little more sense. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. She bought a whole bunch of collectible something. I don't know. I don't know.
About Beanie Babies.
Yeah, Beanie Babies. Yeah, that sounds good. You know,
Cash on BB Babies in the 90s.
Yeah.
Or the 2000s.
Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods. That sounds good. Do you know, Jen? Do you know the answer?
Nope.
Nope.
You want to go bed, Jen?
Cabin with booze.
Right now, exactly, it's 2:12. I get up exactly in 3 hours.
Oh, shit. Go to bed, Jen.
So I'm like, my brain power is dying. I'm here, but I'm tired. So I'm like, I don't remember. Everything is blurring together because I think I'm hitting my crash out time.
I don't know, but if you got to go, you can go, you know.
Yeah, you go to bed.
It's okay if you have to go. I didn't know you got up that early. We're doing it this late. We are usually till 1. I didn't know you got up that early.
Yeah, I get up at 5:12. My alarm goes off. It goes off at 5. It goes off at 5:07, and then I hit it for 5 more minutes, and then I physically get up at 5:12.
So you normally only get 4 hours sleep on these nights. You should have said that. I didn't realize that.
It's okay. I'm okay. We won't go too much longer. If I fall asleep, just hang up on me.
Well, no, it's just if you do want to go, it's okay if you do. We won't get mad. If I can buy all your best movies at half the cost of getting you to sign something, I'd rather just wave at you and client the movies. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. What did she buy? She bought a cabin. Bees, I think, was joking, but explain to me that she bought a cabin. What was that about? Why'd she buy a cabin? For what?
I would have said rehab.
Because she wanted Maddie and her to be together.
Oh, okay.
Instead of her going to college. So that was the cabin in the woods that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
That's
okay.
I forgot that
Maddie's
she bought
mom's
the cabin.
Okay. What
That's why
insect
they were in
is
the
Dr.
cabin.
What?
That's why they were in the cabin.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, I would never
drag them to a random cabin. Let's break into this cabin.
Oh, no, for some reason, I thought it was Xavier's cabin and his dad. I don't know why, but I always thought it was theirs.
That's funny. B wouldn't make it through 3 hours. I don't know. I get 3 hours sometimes, but usually it's because I'm watching screeners and I need to go to bed, and it's my own fault. What insect does Dr. Deborah? We only have 2 left. 3 left. What insect does Dr. Deborah Hunter Price wear?
Make a third one.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a guess, but I don't know whether I have no idea. I would say the only thing I would think that somebody would wear that's a bug is a butterfly. I don't know, or something like that. Because I don't think they'd be wearing something really. I mean, I wouldn't think she'd wear something that isn't like pretty, but I don't know.
I remember one pendant that
I have a spider brooch.
Yeah, but
I remember her with one pendant.
Huh?
I remember her with one pendant, and it's only because I love that insect, but I don't really remember it being featured anywhere else. I just remember that one pendant that she wears. So I think that might be the right answer. But if I had not remembered that, I would have said a wasp. Something like
I don't like
bee.
Yeah, well, yeah, bees sometimes people have. I guess people do have bees. I just don't like bugs, but yes, a bee I could see.
Well, this is for you, Jamie. I wrote this for you because you don't like bugs.
Oh, this one insect I'm fascinated by. I love it.
It's a nice one.
It is. I love finding them. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, B guesses a bee, which makes sense because it's B.
B.
Yeah, B guesses a bee. Joey says Jason, so Joey's still delayed. Sorry, Joey. All right. And what is it, Jen?
A dragonfly.
All right. And the answer is dragonfly. Yeah. That makes sense. I can see a dragonfly, butterfly, but I'd be. Those are the only 3 I can see normally people wear. Well, I know Scarlet, but most people wouldn't wear a spider pin. Let's be honest. Most people would wear a spider pin. I'm not saying people don't. I'm saying most people would.
I love spiders.
I guess something like a bat or something like that, but not a.
Oh,
not a
yeah.
spider.
Bats.
That I would. That can be cool. Like I like a lot of gothic stuff.
Spiders can be cool. Well, you never get spiders.
No. Nothing
so
gross.
cute.
Nope.
Did I not show you those cute spider videos with the little
Okay,
cute
that buzzing thing was kind of cute for a spider, but I still don't want to see it. Sorry,
little
it's still a spider. Nope. Although I do remember reading Charlotte's Web in school, but I don't know. Yeah, that's about as much as I've
And Jenna kept showing Jamie cute, like Japanese spider videos with little pet spiders. Cute.
No, thank you. All right. What is the bird featured in the children's stained glass windows that the gang finds? I have a guess, but I don't know if it's right.
Yeah, I have a guess, but I don't know if it's right. Oh, ladybugs.
Oh, yeah, ladybugs. Yeah, people do have ladybugs too. I actually think I've had ladybug experience.
Good night, Joey. Thank you for coming. I'm glad it cheered you up, honey.
If you want to wait, we only have 2 questions left, although I think you're behind and may not hear me say that for another 10 minutes, so I don't know. But we only have
he put an answer in.
Said Dove. He must be caught up. Yeah, we only have 2 questions left after this if you want to wait a second. What's the bird featured in the children's stained glass windows that the gang finds? If Joey's right, assuming Joey's right, I was wrong. But I don't know if Joey's right or not. I just know that I was wrong.
What do you want to say, Jamie?
I was for some reason thinking it was a heron, and I don't even know why I was thinking that, to be honest. But that's what I was thinking.
I thought Joey's answer dove. I just don't remember 100% if that's what it was.
That makes more sense than what I said. I don't even know where my idea came from, but that's what that was.
Okay. White pigeon.
And the answer is doves. All right. 1 question left. This was mine, which was super, super easy, but I only had like 5 minutes and I at least put in. Who does the group in the library see appear in the season finale? It'd be cool if they were owls. It would have been cool if they were owls. I like owls. All right. Who does the group see in the library appear? But people like different things. I wear like snakes and lizards and things like that, and most people wouldn't. So it's all relative to what you like, I guess.
Yeah.
Who does the group in the library see appear in the season finale? Who do they see in the season finale? You guys, okay. Joey says Quinn and Rhonda. Anybody else? Do you guys all agree?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Sorry, I said my question wasn't great, but I literally didn't really. I mean, I wanted to put something in, and I started typing to get some in, and that's all I got. So, Rhonda and Quinn. Yeah, Joey said Quinn and Rhonda. You're wrong. It's Rhonda and Quinn. No, I'm kidding. All right. Well, I guess that's it, everybody. Thank you if you stuck around with us. We will have to do trivia again another night, not for this show probably, but for something else. And we are going to eventually do our million views, personalized type of trivia. But do join us for the next one. What do you guys have shows coming up? Jen, yours is on Monday, right? Do you still Cold Water, or are you done with Cold
Water? We're done with Cold Water. I'm going to be doing with Scene Invaders. I'm covering Invincible, and we're going to cover the Testaments. Aren't you covering the Testaments too?
We're
going to cover the Testaments, the prequel, or not the prequel, the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, and then Invincible season 4 comes out on March 18th.
Okay, cool. No, I haven't seen Handmaid's Tale, so no.
Okay.
I didn't even know what it was. I meant it was about the Testament. That's why I was like, what?
No, yeah, I heard somebody saying that they were covering it, and I was like, oh, I got to make sure I'm doing it on a different day than they're doing it. So,
yeah. What about you, Scarlet? Do you have a show coming up?
Yeah, I'm doing a kind of off again, on again, I guess, watch party deep dive with Julie B. Deep Dives with From. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, maybe you have tomorrow. to go to Julie B. Deep Dives and subscribe for notifications, and we'll tell you what's up. We usually have watch parties before we deep dive into an episode. We're planning to do all the episodes. I don't know if we will. We might do them in little clusters as it goes. We're only up to episode 5, so we might have to do little clusters.
Started over. I know you did it before. You started over. Well, we are gonna soon.
Yeah, I was hoping to finish.
Yeah, I know. I would say we should finish it, but to start it like in the middle now, I don't know if it would make total sense. But we will be doing. I do want to do a watch party because I need to watch it before the new season comes. So we will eventually have it. probably within the next week. We'll maybe do a couple if we have to a night to get done, but we will do from. And of course, once the new season starts, there'll be watch parties for that and our live streams. But until then, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Fandom Access, where we have Paradise, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and Monarch. So that is coming up for us. Yeah, and there'll be other new stuff coming soon. I think Jenn and I are probably going to do Daredevil. I don't know if Scarlet's going to join us.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to watch it and going to join us. All right.
Yeah, because Vincent and Moorhead, I got to do it.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
I just got to do it because those are my favorite directors. I gotta do it.
All right, good. Well, yeah, we're probably going to do that. And then, yeah, like I said, there should be some spotlight interviews for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. coming soon. If all goes well and things don't change again, there should be 2 of them coming soon. It has not been as I intended. It has not gone great. It is hard to get people I've discovered that aren't promoting something right now. Yeah. So that didn't go as well as I expected. It is the nature of it. So you got to get ones that are promoting other things. But like I said, we will be having Rob soon as well. And I will start going after some other shows too. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys Tuesday or at the Discord, which link is pinned in the chat. If you're not a member, please make sure you join. You can see our watch parties and our notifications and schedules and all that when we're doing stuff. I just put up, if you go to our video tab, even though I don't have I've been posting videos before I do the written parts of them now, so at least they go up. I just put up the Mila Jovovich interview and Isabel Myers that was for Protector, and there's some hijack stuff that went up for the finale. So yeah, and Outlander's coming. There's lots of stuff.
Nice.
So and I still don't, I got to look up how exactly to say her name. Daishin? Is it Daishin? I think it's Daishin. Am I saying it right?
I think it's Daishin, yeah.
I think that's what it is. Daishin.
Well, I have her for a movie on, I think, Saturday, I want to say. So that's coming up. Unfortunately, it's not for Severance. It's for a movie, but that's okay. Still all good. So that will be up fairly soon. So yeah, and check out everything else at our video tab. Please hype if you can. Subscribe to SciFi Vision. It is always appreciated. Thank you for coming. And it's okay, B. We're glad you were here. So yeah, thank you, everybody. And stay tuned for news and everything else, and we'll let you know when something's coming if you join Discord. So I was refreshing this before we disconnect, because once we disconnect, I can't refresh it. There we go. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.
Good night, Cherry Pops.